Really?
What's what?
You know, we got.
Yeah, just go. Just go.
We're already started. We've already started.
Oh.
It's just I'm locking in. I'm desperately trying to lock in.
Lock in.
Hi, chat. Hello, chat.
Hi. Oh, hi,
You will understand. You will understand why we can't stop ourselves from laughing. We have a dramatic moment that we have to do. We have to do it. I am like obligated. I promised Shannon that this would happen. It's just the things that have happened.
Hardly
in the background.
dramatic, but
It's it's deep and meaningful between two lesbians. Okay.
it's deep and gay.
It's deep and gay. Oh, okay. Lock in. Lock the fuck in. Okay.
Everybody tense up.
No.
My ear.
But hi. Where we last left off for our lovely band of heroes, we were engaged in an interesting conversation being had where Raja, the snake man, has now materialized into the material world from the dream realm. And the thing that's happening, that's going to be happening on screen, I should say, is between Lies and Winter, who are having a conversation at the same time that all that dumb stuff was happening, where we last had left off after being docked and conversations were had. So yeah, we're gonna continue with that. I just need to grab sound effects because now apparently Sirenscape just wants to blue ball me today by having ridiculous load times. I love load times, don't you? I think they're fantastic. But yeah,
I'm getting a lot of blue balling today.
don't talk to me about fucking blue balling after what you just
Why
drew.
do they call it blue
Yeah?
balls when they're probably purple?
You know,
Cock and ball torture.
no! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very serious horror campaign. I just want everyone
As said
to
by the digital monster.
deep. Shut up. DM means digital monster now. DM means digital monster now. Okay?
It was
Okay.
just a boy all along.
So we're docked. Let me just get the sound effects for being docked, okay?
We gotta be docked so we can do this docked scene. I like how you were really announcing dock.
You
We
dock
docked
that
shit
boat,
like the
Vince.
Switch.
Haha. Or wait, never mind. Don't die, Nate.
Yeah, Shannon.
Is
What?
Sirenscape playing or is it not?
9.
I don't hear it.
Okay, let me just torture everyone's ears for a minute. If it'll work.
Go for it. Yeah, Siren Carrie, why is this how we start a serious horror campaign? Don't question it. We can
Well,
never,
started.
ever be serious.
It all started.
It
when
all
there were joke characters made for the campaign.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. For both campaigns, actually.
Both.
The previous one had a Boy Scout Dragonborn, a edge bird named Shuka Bliat initially.
Initially.
We had a twink devil boy. Then we had Son Goku and pet cat. And then the Disney princess. And then now we have I'm trying to think of derogatory names for these characters. Twig. We have Twig with big acorns. We have tiny lizard that gets under your shoe in Florida and you want to just curb stomp them, but you don't because they're cute little lizards. You have other cat, and then you have nobleman sick of everyone's shit.
Wow, you could even come up with an insult for me?
Other cat?
Yeah, other
That's
cat.
exactly
Like when
that's
you get
exactly
two
what the
big cats.
insult is.
It's like when you get two big
Yeah.
cats. It's like, oh, I love my baby. And there's the other one.
Wait, did you say
Life?
when you get 2 dead cats?
No, when you get 2 pet cats.
Oh, pet cats. I heard dead cats.
Shun, what are you
I mean, Dole
hearing?
wants to be a dead cat.
Oh my god. You guys. Calm down.
Now, I'm not saying that I want to, but I wouldn't complain. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
You don't want to, trust me.
You know what? I'm not gonna worry about if you guys can hear Sirenscape. I'm just gonna playing the sound in my ear now. Because apparently they're not synced up today, which bothers me actually.
Let me refresh my thing. Actually, maybe if I do that, then it does it.
Yeah, maybe if I refresh.
Yeah, maybe refreshing the page will do it.
Yeah, everyone refresh.
All right.
Maybe.
Let me refresh.
Sivon also following up. I knew that. I followed you for both campaigns, and I'm well aware of your antics, to put it nicely.
That's
yes,
only
our
nicely.
bullshit.
Ha ha!
That's the
you
nicest
did gay
way.
shit.
That's the
Did
nicest.
you
No,
gay shit?
no, it's been spoiled. They saw it.
That
No,
you
I
didn't
didn't.
fucking hide your screen.
I had to refresh.
None.
No, they didn't. They didn't see anything. I don't
You
know what
can
you're
minimize your
talking
screen. They've seen your My Little Pony wallpaper.
Huh?
about.
Huh? Fucking.
What is it with the women we're friends with always making us out to be My Little Pony fans?
It's only been you, Nate.
Only me? Well, Vince is included now. Welcome to the club, buddy.
See, the thing is, he embraces it, so then it doesn't make it funny.
I do embrace it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Winter and Lies off in the back of the boat.
Uh-huh.
The snake, the noodle, has not made itself known on the ship yet.
Okay.
What did you want to talk to Winter about tonight?
Why you have to specify tonight? Okay. So, is it not daytime?
Wasn't it like closing time? It was like closing off the day, like before the session before, but
like
we had to leave. Yeah, because we had to
I-
leave because we had to wrap it up.
In order
I
for you
can't
to
remember.
do the ritual,
No,
you
because
it had
we
to be
woke him up.
night, and then you woke
Oh,
up.
that's right.
So it was
I-
still
oh, was it-
nighttime.
While we're doing this, everybody make sure to take your long rests.
Oh yeah.
So go ahead and do that. Okay, so
Right, sleep is a thing.
Oh yeah.
sleep is very much a thing.
I already-
So, Winter.
Yes.
I like the way you did that there. So, in the last battle, I noticed that things were kind of struggling for you, and I kind of got scared. I'm not gonna lie. So, I had some thinking, consulted with my little friend,
Hi.
and we. and. And. And
Who's your little friend? Oh, added him from emotional support. You man, do your thing.
my wingman, yes.
Just
I'm sorry. The fucking desk lamp.
I was trying to stop myself from laughing, and then it happened anyway. You fuckheads.
this is a very serious horror campaign.
Anyway, so we talked it over, and I think next time we visit the dream world, how would you feel about handling the Vorpal sword?
She seems rather confused because she's now looking to the dagger that she's kept at her hip for a while. You want me to wield your scimitar?
Mm-hmm. Namely because I did get scared. Were cornered, and your healing is always appreciated, and always your support is a great ally to us. But I got scared when you were cornered, and I don't know if that dagger would have been able to do anything against the beast like that. But the Vorpal Scimitar, thankfully. One, a lot bigger. Two, if you land a hit right, you could end a battle before it even starts.
I see the logic in this, and I greatly do appreciate it. Not sure if it would have aided in that fight, seeing as it was no neck, no head. It's flashing back to the Gug, which literally just had a mouth on the top of its quote-unquote head. Strategically placed.
Yeah.
No neck. Just shoulders and teeth.
That bitch
Yep.
could have ate us alive. Also, just remember, this is the sword that chopped off Dull's head.
Memories.
Trauma!
We used your corpse as a meat shield.
For good reason, I promise.
You what?
Nothing. You're on the other side of the boat. Don't pay attention to this.
Oh, right.
This is women time.
It's women time, yes.
Okay, back to brooding.
Yes, you go do that, you edgelord.
This Fugi tech, I love it. All right.
No, I do see the point there. But I suppose, I guess for future battles as well. If only you're okay with it, of course.
I've no experience with blades that require a bit of dervish-style combat. I'm more used to this. Again, I do see the strategic point of having a blade with a more considerable reach and more considerable damage. But only if you're... I suppose only if you're actually okay with surrendering that blade to me when we're there. Seeing as you don't...
Of course, that's why I offered in the first place.
Of course. Start hitting that sound effect, Shannon.
Of course, I would also be able to help teach you if you like. Only if you're amicable.
Well, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of using the blade and learning how it... What is happening?
I don't know. What's going on? Why is the boat shaking?
Hold on. Let me just... Oh, no. Why is he here?
I think we need to talk to the boys, and may or may not need to grab some popcorn.
At the time that this is occurring, and when Lies and Winter are bearing witness to the sound effects of SFM Gary's Mod impact noises... Why? Why?
Sorry, I did have that one downloaded and on hand, but I had to.
What?
None. What the?
At the time, God. At the time that this is all taking place, Lies and Winter had now bared witness to... I hate it. Had now bared witness to this colossal serpent shrinking down to that of a pocket-sized noodle and sliding into Sylvanus's pocket, appeasing the people who are now on the ship, who are just questioning if they have been referred to as stupid. Say hello to Raja, everybody. Isn't he beautiful?
Introduce sitcom intro Raja.
It's just an ordinary day.
Shnun
You
drew
see him
this in
with
less than
the
10
head
minutes.
pose of the king.
Shnun drew this in less than 10 freaking minutes. Never ask an artist to quickly doodle something. They will deliver exactly that. A doodle.
This is why you pay your artists, people. Commission properly.
Oh, wow, so if I don't pay you, you draw Chad?
Where's the loss here?
Like, the more I look at it, the more I've come to realize the bulge he's supposed to have in his pants is hidden in the serpent body.
I said I deleted the layer.
No.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
This is the
thought you
snake
were a
you.
wolf.
This is the snake you saved. Maybe this is the new server icon. Look at main hall.
Wow.
I
Look
I
know,
at
I
I
this.
see
know.
it.
Look at this majestic Egyptian fuckboy.
Oh my god.
Well, it looks like something out of Family Guy, and I don't actually hate it. Doodle noodle? Yes, a doodle noodle.
Doodle noodle, yes.
Noodle noodle.
This is Raja, the merchant, the wish granter, saved by our wonderful Silva.
Isn't he beautiful?
When can we have the real drawing?
What do you mean? This is the real drawing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All along. This is
Yeah.
how it works.
He has lips. I can't get over the fucking pursed lips.
Oh, your name is
Very-
Raja? I'm sorry. For a moment, I thought it was Chada.
Chada.
A rum chata.
He's doing that weird fuckboy face. My name is Raja. Yo.
Don't you love him, Wolf?
I just gave my
Oh,
freedom.
that is beautiful.
Yo.
Say that again.
So yeah, he's beautiful.
He's beautiful. Isn't he beautiful? Yes.
It's a snake. A snake.
Winter, now slightly horrified that there's a giant serpent on the ship that just shrunk down to pocket size, slowly and quietly goes to her hammock to sleep. She may or may not be curled in a fetal position, wondering what has become of her life. She was a royal accuser, you know, meant to root out those enemies of the crown, enemies of the faith. And now she's here with a group of insane people. A rich man, a psychotic alchemist, a suicidal cat, plant woman.
Plant woman.
Midlife
Is that what I'm
crisis.
reduced to?
You know what you is. You know exactly what you is. I'm gonna get back to my homework with this in the background. I can't look at that without laughing. I mean, I don't. It's the most beautiful thing ever. It's the most beautiful thing ever put to paper. I mean, just look at it.
Early midlife crisis.
This is what peak physical performance looks like among males. This is the form that all men strive for.
All right.
So
time for my
boys, you're
surgery.
failing. I was,
Yeah, I
I was
guess
gonna
so. I guess I
say.
need to pucker up more.
Pucker up. What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
pucker
look
up.
at the face he's making.
Look at them lips.
Oh yeah, true.
Yes.
I unintentionally made something hot again. Whoopsies.
No.
You can't keep getting away with this.
No, I refuse. I refuse to believe that first time was an accident.
No, when she
Hey, it was.
when
Believe
she
it or
draws
not.
no, when she draws Raja for real, we're gonna just sit there and be like, please just let it be scaly, please just let it be scaly, please just let it be scaly. And then when it finally is done, she emerges from her cave. Oh God, it's hot!
Should not draw an ugly NPC challenge level impossible.
Literally fucking impossible. Everything she draws is a goddamn snack or a feast.
The power
Well,
of being
speak it out.
pansexual.
You can't keep getting away with this.
But speaking of, Nate, you were saying.
I don't remember.
Okay.
You were distracted by rice cakes.
Like, That midlife crisis hitting hard, huh?
Crunch.
Crunch, crunch.
I know the feeling.
Do you just have like a bag of rice cakes next to you? Like, you just they're nonstop.
Apparently the voodoo.
So about the session.
Of course, the session. The session.
About the session.
All right. So the morning comes after a long rest for the whole party. It's
And so does Raja.
And Raja.
And
I'm
Raja.
a...
You go what?
Let him finish,
What the
please.
fuck did you just say?
No! Let us finish, damn it! It's almost 7!
The morning.
Finish like Raja.
Gosh, the morning sun has risen. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Outside of the ship, as everyone wakes up and steps outside, they take notice of 3 distinct figures. Raja, with his arms wide open, basking in the sun, accepting the rays of the first bit of daylight he's ever felt in years. Next to him, Voon, also T-posing and basking in the rays of the sun. Odette, perched on the side of the boat, wings wide open, also basking in the rays of the sun. And Winter, at this point, probably lost her ever-loving mind, is also T-posing and embracing the sun.
They're fucking T-posing.
Yes, they have their arms wide open, palms to the sun, and embracing the sunlight as it hits their skin. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were also into photosynthesizing Winter.
You what? And then we see Lies also join, arms wide open, basking in the sun. I have sat on this joke for a total of 3 hours.
Walks out. Sees them while eating breakfast. Yeah. Praise the sun.
And then he walks away!
And he walks away. What?
Waddle waddle.
But wait, Dole, you are a cat. Cats like to be close to where the sunlight is. That's why they look for the sunbeams at the windows.
Yeah, he had to get his sunbathing stuff.
Truth. And so Dole also joins in with arms wide open, basking in the sun.
Hey, I'm also kind of lizard. I think I should also be outside.
And Soul Goose with accompanied
And also,
by,
I think I have like some kind of a solar panel on.
with joined by Klep, both joining in the T-posing, arms wide open, basking in the sun. Sylvanas, the party is out here. Where are you?
What even is going on? I do not understand this.
This is the first bit of sunrise that I've ever had in my... I've actually lost count. It has been quite some time since I've seen the sun.
You, I am not talking about. I understand your situation completely. It's everyone else that I am questioning.
Well, somebody doesn't know how to relax.
The Voonith turns its head and speaking. Everyone on the ship doesn't understand except for our lovely party here, to which they hear,
I copy what big guy does. He basks sun, I bask sun too.
Frankly, I didn't have the energy to make a point of it. You know, the weather's fine. Come on up.
I was just here for the moment of whimsy. This one over here is photosynthesizing. Why does this actually feel quite nice?
I don't know, but we'll have to make a routine of this. As she grows the lawn chair.
The entity grows roots and makes a little lawn chair for Lies to sit down or lay down on.
Would you all also like a chair? Or would you prefer T-posing?
Where did you get the chair?
Have you ever seen Tokyo Ghoul?
What?
Nate, are you okay? Oh my god, that was so visceral.
Well, I love those plays.
Yeah, see? I'm hearing buzzing.
I don't
Those
think
guys is a Tokyo Ghoul.
I don't think
What the hell is
I've
Tokyo?
I don't think I've ever gotten that past that season of Tensha Ghoul. No. The play the second season of the play never made it to Ustalav.
Oh, when was the last time it played?
A long time ago. I can't with this shit, bro. I can't.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to like
Wait.
you have to find sources through like pirates to be able to get access.
No,
I
I've
can't,
seen
I watched it all the time.
No, I've seen the pirate shows. They get the translation wrong, like all the time.
I'm sorry, pirates. Is this legal?
No.
Only if you don't get caught.
The sun's moving. I'm gonna go to where the sun is. It's moving towards.
I am going to make some tea. I am going to make some tea.
We don't.
Cue the Sonic Says or the more you know thing.
We at Ovas do not condemn pirate. Condemn? Wow.
Condemn?
Sorry. We at Ovas do not condone.
Condemn?
We at Ovas do not condone piracy.
Oh, hi,
Hi.
Aquarius Rose.
I mean, you wouldn't steal a car, would you?
You wouldn't steal a purse.
You want to steal a TV?
What is wrong with y'all?
We are
What
not
has this
well.
Naga done to our campaign?
What do you mean? He said like 2 words. You fuckers are the ones saying stuff.
We're just out here. We're just out here saying shit. We're just yapping.
Yeah, it's like he's just sitting here relaxing, enjoying his freedom, and you fuckers are just like, oh well, I'm gonna go photosynthesize.
Is there a problem?
Listen, man.
Yeah, I think he's just jealous that he can't photosynthesize with us.
As a cat, it's pretty hard to fight against your nature.
Master, are you saying that you do not prefer the rays of the sun?
Emo bitch prefers the light of the moon.
Let me be moody. God. But now, but see, the thing is now, I have to wrestle with this because I can't really be like that towards Rasha because he is enjoying his freedom. So,
Do you get like really like bad sunburns or something?
They make an ointment for that, I hear.
I understand that. I've made the ointment. Look, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired. The ritual took a little more out of me than I expected. I will be fine after I get some tea, and preferably make some breakfast.
Well, once you've had that... Go on, Raja.
If that is the case, perhaps you should sit down. I can prepare a meal for everyone. In the spirit of hospitality.
Well, if that is what you want to do, I would not force you to do that, especially considering it has not been very long since you have been released.
I insist upon this.
And he proceeds to slither his way into the hold where he can start preparing some tea and some meals. A few people who may have been trying to act as kitchen staff when they woke up, now freaking out as they've just realized there's a giant snake man on the boat. And he greets them warmly, but that doesn't stop them from stumbling out of the kitchen and being like, okay, that's different. That's different. All right. Cool. Great. We have No.
hear
They're
this
they're
commotion?
they're fishing now. They have chosen to fish. Fishing is simple. Fishing require hook, string, and casting. That is all they need. They don't got to worry about no giant snake when they're fishing. Nah.
Fishermen don't gotta worry about snake. They don't gotta worry about big snake man in kitchen.
Cue Odette diving into the water to fish alongside them and just pokes her head out from the water. Hello.
Hearing all this commotion, Doll's just kind of like, all of a sudden that he's gone, I don't feel like sunbathing anymore.
Oh.
I'm going to go calm down the other crew members over all that commotion. And he'll make idle conversation in the background to just kind of get them a little more comfortable with what's going on.
I'm gonna level with you. He's a new crew member. You should be very polite. It's very rude to stare like you are.
I'm gonna be real with you. He hasn't seen the sun in, I don't know, 2,000 years, if not more. He's very excited. I know it's weird, but if you could just bear with it until this journey is over.
Looking at it makes us feel inadequate, sir.
Inadequate? What do you mean it makes you feel inadequate?
Are you looking
What
at
possible
this
thing?
Are you looking at the same thing we are, sir? Look at that pristine jawline, those fantastically well-defined muscles.
Really?
Sir, I'm a cat.
Very serious horror campaign. Also, we never did address this. Hold on. Aquarius Show, thank you for the 5 Tavern bits coin things. I don't know. It's been so long since we got one of these. Thank you.
Thank you for
They
the
say hello.
5 coins.
Yes, they say hello, Boss Crew. Thanks for making my sick day more bear. We'll love you guys. And I'm sure the men are also just as sick.
Sorry, it's like, sir, I'm a cat has the same energy of Larry, I'm on DuckTales.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Jawline. My own. Sir, I'm a cat.
Flat face cat.
Vince, come on, please, for all our sanities. I'm trying. Listen, I'm just a Digimon sitting in a corner, okay? Leave me be.
This all started when he decided to be a Digimon instead of a Dungeon Master. He's still a DM, regardless of which he is. But
DM, Dungeon Master, DM, Digital Monster. It is the same thing when you think about it. Oh,
I wish I could just smack you through the computer.
you're gonna smack. Listen, you're gonna smack my ass plenty when we're done with this session. I have accepted my fate. Okay.
I was talking about Nate, Vince.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. You know what?
It'll be vicariously.
It'll be. What do you
Wow.
mean? Wait. What do you mean vicariously? No. I ain't taking his licks. No.
No, why not?
When he comes down to visit, it's just gonna be nothing but choking noises. That's all we're gonna hear. Wait.
It's a Bart and Homer
Shut up.
Simpson.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
See, I'm not horny all the time.
Leave me alone.
Anyway,
Frank.
I don't know, man.
I love this. I love it so much. I love it.
Okay.
Man, you guys gay as shit.
God. Fucking. Anyway,
Yeah.
on the dock. At the wonderful Docktown. Do I have a Docktown image to zoom in on? I think I have a Docktown image to zoom in on. Because I think we can just kind of relax. I think we can just, yeah, there we go. We now have a Docktown image where everybody can go and do some shopping. Because I know that even though we didn't have that much gold, but as most of you do have a craft of some sort, if you have surplus, if you have items that you may have picked up, or need to do some converting, you are more than welcome to it. There are plenty of people who are willing to take up coin or supplies that you may have. And for the Selin Starling, they're currently loading and unloading some supplies, talking a bit of the gossip, and even your trusted Captain Skywin is taking care of some business, collecting either news or trading in news, because that's the network out here. We don't got radio or television. It is word of mouth based on who travels up and down the river.
I never considered shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot about this. We've had how many weeks that I forgot about shopping?
Mm-hmm. Here, there are plenty of services on this particular Docktown. There's, of course, a healing church for those who might need it. This particular one is to, it looks like Abadar, so equal parts banking and equal parts healing for those that need it. Especially considering how I treated the Church of Abadar back in our first campaign. You could literally just take up money anywhere as long as you have an account.
Ooh, I like to think we're looking at the fucking phone book of tourism.
The phone book of tourism, yes. There is an apothecary, as well as what appears to be directly next door to it a sort of smithing shop, but rather than weapon or armor smithing, it seems to have a powder keg on their sign.
Wow, that was a neuron activation.
And just further down there's also the actual market for fishermen, which also are selling in plenty of herbs, spices, and other ingredients of an alchemical and or culinary nature. So you have plenty to work with. And I believe that our resources that we have available to us through the use of this program should have prices for most of those things. If not, we can haggle for an imaginary price. It would not bother me in the slightest, whichever we prefer.
Just bullshit it.
We bullshit it, my man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I guess we should consider if we are in need of anything, first of all.
Mm-hmm. Since most of your supplies pretty much are just based on your waking world selves, as opposed to your dreamland selves, which are like stacked to the nines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're witching our dreams.
Yeah,
God, that really is life, isn't it? You're rich in your dreams, but in real life you're back to poor.
Oh, no money.
Thanks for the reminder.
I'm not even rich in my dreams. What are you talking about?
In my dreams, I am unfortunately just as broke as I am in life. And also, for some reason, chased by a polar bear. Don't know why, that part specifically.
Well, shit, I was dreaming about Digimon.
Hey! Dude,
I had Digimon partner. It was sick. There's like super abstract shit going on. I don't remember.
The typical day in the Digimon world, yes.
Alrighty then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also,
Yes,
for
sir.
next. Oh,
What? No,
No,
I
I
was
was
like
just saying-
saying for yeah.
No, I was just saying alrighty then. I wasn't really going anywhere with it.
Oh. Go on, Emery.
for next session, I just wrote down like on big bold letters on my whiteboard of please look at Pathfinder crafting rules, because I feel like I've been doing them wrong. I need to actually go and like take a week to like study them and actually get them involved, because they're not supposed to be crafted quick, but they're confusing. So
There are items that can be crafted in a day. It really just depends on the item in question that you're crafting. If you're talking about runes that you wish to apply to your weapons and such, that's a different conversation, because that one is either you find them and you transfer them out of the Elden Ring rules, or you learn how to make it yourself and you have the gold. I don't remember how much gold it is to inscribe a new rune onto like a weapon and stuff like that. But if you're talking about alchemical stuff, they should tell you how long they take to craft. And most alchemical stuff pretty much just take a day. At least to my knowledge, unless we look up different rules. But the 7-minute videos that I found on YouTube, they really help.
gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Although I don't know if he ever explained crafting. I know he explained equipment. I know he explained different classes, at least the ones that are remastered. Really, really would like some more remastered stuff on the Gunslinger because oh boy. But yeah. Yeah, so
So
then
who's shopping first?
I
that's-
legitimately cannot think of anything I would need unless you have recommendations to look out for. I'm just thinking like, I don't know, maybe I'll just go out and buy food ingredients and cook something up.
Which place
Do you
with
have-
most explosions?
Oh.
No.
Just denied. Nope.
Careful, Wolf. You're about to become dad at the party again.
No! Never mind.
It's either drinks or explosives.
Listen, as long as you're not drinking, I don't care what you do.
Oh God.
Hell
no.
yes.
Dole.
And
Don't.
that's and
Don't.
that's
Goose is gonna do that gremlin, like that little gremlin walk towards the closest explosives area. He can
No,
get his probably little heads on.
Dole-
Dole. Do you not realize what you just said?
Frankly, I'm just up in my own head. What did I just say to him?
Sylvanas walks up to Dole. You just said as long as he is not drinking, he can do whatever he wants.
Oh shit, he's gonna take that literally.
you see his tail disappear into the gunsmith store.
Surely,
Sudden gasp run.
surely it can't be that bad, right?
Dole. I know that you are having your suicidal tendencies, but do you not realize the hell that this will bring upon us?
Okay. Shit, I'm at a loss what to do.
Get the child. Buy a
Wait,
leash.
wait,
That's your way to
hold
go.
Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. Sylvanas just curses in Amaroon.
You know, I'm tempted to just drink this away myself.
Please don't. You are not making me the only responsible one here. Wait! Lies!
The girls are off shopping.
Oh God, they're acknowledging
Damn it!
us. They're acknowledging us. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking.
No, they've gone up. They're goth bonding and shit.
Goth bonding.
Goth bonding.
God,
You know, it's not what I
bother.
said, but that also checks out. Yeah. No, they're totally goth bonding right now.
What is a goth?
You know, I heard it's a fashion style in some countries, and what they wear is somewhat aligns with that. Though I don't really know what the name means. It's foreign to me.
Wait, I see. It has something to do with the occult. I've seen this before. Alright.
I've seen this before. The occult.
They're Wiccan, don't you know?
Aha!
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Well, I'm at a
So
total
Jenny-
loss of what to do in this little shopping adventure that we're all having.
meanwhile, inside the gunsmithing store. So you want to buy a new gun? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay.
Your best wares that you have in terms of that? Anything very high damage, possibly explosions. Have a lot of explosions.
A lot of explosions. Okay, you're not asking for a regular gun then. The horned individual with a cowboy hat is now kind of going through some of his wares before he whips up a book. And you look like a learned fella. How would you like to take a perusing through this here formula book that I may or may not have absconded from questionably?
Yes. How much?
Oh, whoa. You're not buying the whole book. Wait, do you want the whole book?
How much?
He's now contemplating, and his tail is like swaying from side to side before he looks over the pages, sees that most of them are ammunition related. You got maybe 150 pieces on you?
Do I?
Oh God.
Slaps.
I'm.
Slaps his hand down.
Oh. Oh, you're one of them rich fellers. Okay.
Not rich. I wouldn't per se that, but just very fortunate in finding fortune.
Want to try that
Smiles.
again? Want to try that again?
Real smile.
wanna
Real
do that
smile.
one over?
Yep, that's exactly how I want to say that.
All right. One of them fortune seekers. I get you. I follow you. I'm following. I see what you're laying down here. He's now taking a moment to like start stacking them 10 at a time and counting them out. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's all in order. Well, I mean, I've made my own copy of it, so that's all fine and dandy. Here you are. This is your copy. Bear in mind, from this page onward, he goes like to the 10th page. Nothing but moderate. And it's pretty much all bullets. Hope you're a fan of what do you call them? Elemental munitions.
Oh, that sounds very good.
Got a few loaded into mine myself, but just don't fire them around folks here. They prefer it quiet. I know the irony of what I sell here, but they tend to take it further down the river, away from here. You feel me?
I feel ya. I feel ya.
Okay, when you say it like that, it sounds really wrong.
Okay, well, you said that first.
I know how I said it, how you said it. Okay. Deep breaths. It's a kobold. It's a little lizard folk. Is there anything else that I can procure for you, my friend?
Yes. Other than that nice book, one more thing. Still more. I still desire just a little bit more. Just one more like explosive item. Anything in that realm? Something throwable? Something chuckable? Something I could just throw very far and hit and go boom.
Something that you can throw really far, hit, and go boom.
Gonna appear at the shop's entrance.
Love it like one of those basket of balls.
Chad walks in.
Sylvanas has detected the presence of money being moved.
Typical rich man.
Typical capitalist.
Alright, y'all can all hush.
In light of previous conversations, we probably should. All right. That you see that the Nephilim has now just been kind of perusing through his wares, and that's when Sylvanas has entered into the building. A rich man has entered the chat room. What would you like to do, rich man?
Society
Where-
man.
Yeah, society. A master of society. Yay. Just walk in, actually take a look around, while also keeping Goose in peripherals.
Okay. You do see that a vast majority of like what's around is munitions, which are held in glass cases. Several different firearms, which are also held in glass cases. Unusual firearms that seem to be combination of various weapons and firearms, as in like there's a shotgun, but the barrel is also usable as a hammer. There's a pistol with a knife attachment. There is another rapier that's not too dissimilar to what Dole wields, with a pistol attached. And there's an axe. You guessed it. Rifle.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish this was in the other campaign, because Shakara with a hammer shotgun sounds amazing.
Oh, is it a Delmarev weapon?
Is it?
Ooh.
Was it imported?
Here. Do me one solid favor. Roll me a d20. Just a d20.
What are the
no bonuses? Just roll me a d20.
if it's like imported from like the Delmarevs themselves, what are the tariffs that they impose?
God,
Stop.
We are not bringing that up. Good God.
We are not starting this off with this under 10 bullshit again.
All right.
I'm already fashioning a noose.
Cool. All right. So sitting off to the side in much higher glass cases, there is a very ornate looking hammer shotgun. And next to it, while it has similar flair to what a Delmarev weapon would have, more than likely produced by one of his offspring, perhaps, perchance, it looks like a longsword. But attached to the longsword is like an exaggerated version of a revolver handle. A gun blade.
If I was spec for that. Oh, it's so tempting. No.
Based.
It looks cool, but no.
Now, here's my follow-up
It's like
question.
Elden Ring.
So, follow-up question for the two prospective shoppers: can you both make crafting checks for the sake of analyzing the weapons in question?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I honestly haven't made one of those checks in a while, or ever, actually.
Can't I? I think I can. Can I just use my skill to just immediately win?
I'm pretty sure you could if you have the.
Let me get something higher than a 10, damn it!
God.
God!
You have a 23 in total because you're trained. You are a merchant by trade, and
I know.
And what would you have rolled, Goose?
All right, I'll roll.
Oh,
That's
Well,
pretty. Yeah, because I'm trained in it.
yeah. You
Why are
both are
these
trained.
rolls
in it.
always so low, though? Every time when it's us, we roll low.
But I'm pretty sure, wasn't it? I thought there was a thing I can do. It's been 2 weeks again. Which I guess is about more than 2 weeks. Wasn't there a thing I had that was like, oh, you just immediately pass if it's a crafting check? I'm just making sure.
check your
Assurance,
features.
yeah.
Okay, wait.
You can forego rolling a skill check for that skill to instead receive a result of 10 plus your proficiency bonus.
I believe that's one of your feats, if memory serves, and that is assurance. Yes, that is the one. So that's 10 plus your proficiency bonus. So is that what you take instead?
Yeah, I was trying to say that. I was not communicating that.
Okay, no worries. So you take up 10 plus your... You both have the same proficiency bonus. So Sylvanas rolled a 23 and you just have a 24. The both of you are looking at these weapons and they are definitely ornate in craft, more than likely created by that particular Dragonborn clan that has made its prominence rather in Riddleport. And based on the overall construction, it could be inferred that a whack by any of these weapons will obviously hurt, but if anyone were to pull the trigger while in melee, it's going to hurt even more. Between concussion and the knockback for an immediate swing after, or, God help you, if you're in the firing range or anywhere aimed with the barrel at you, you would just take all that damage on top of the melee. So, yeah, that gun sword, nasty work. It's like a D10 for melee and for ranged.
Hey, Vince, can you do me a favor?
And you want me to die? Would you like me to die?
No. Can you no. Can you roll a d20 for me right quick?
I hate where this is going because I have a feeling.
No. Just roll a d20 for me. I want to see something.
What the? I want to say something. He says.
Oh my God! It's rigged. It's rigged. Nate, it's rigged.
It's racist.
Why are you just going to Nate?
Because we're not rolling. Oh my god, man!
Looks at my pitiful gun pistol that has been doing like 2 damage per shot.
Well, I mean, what's the pistol you're wielding?
It's the I believe it was the the flintlock pistol, but I also had like the combination bow rifle. I will say I looked at the Pathfinder rules the last time about when it came to ammunition. I don't think ammunition has effects. They don't have modifiers like you would for like a bow or like an actual like physical melee weapon.
Well, no, there are runes that you can inscribe onto the gun to add effects, but if you're talking about your bullets, that's where alchemical shot comes into play.
Yup.
Because with alchemical shot, you can infuse it with those elemental ammunitions that were mentioned in the book, and then you can do that as part of your quick alchemy. That way you also free up one of your actions to reload the gun, and then potentially do it again. Or just have it preloaded into the gun, because if you've already crafted the ammunition and it's like on your belt or something, you can be like, and we're just going to load it now, and here's the pulling of the trigger, and enjoy all this acid. Boom! It's actually very effective. You just the only difference is that you don't get the benefits of like the gunslinger's ability to take advantage of the critical effects that come from guns. They get like stuff like deadly D8, deadly D10, or with a rifle a deadly D12, where all the dice gets replaced with those respective dice for criticals, which is even more disgusting when you have munitions attached to it, but we're not going to get into that conversation right now. But yes, along the walls there are other guns. There are pepper boxes, there are arquebuses, there are the aforementioned melee weapons that are spec'd with a firearm inserted into it. And now I'm feeling bad about being lucky with dice rolls.
Now you are.
Well, I just bared witness to both of them rolling low, and then in I come swiggity swoot. I rolled dice.
I had to use
I rolled a
I
1.
roll a dice real quick and just see what I get too.
See, I rolled a 1.
It doesn't count.
Man.
That's a
I
D12.
don't know where this is going. Is there like a sorcerer's? Is there like a sorcerer's R Us or something nearby?
Sorcerer.
Well, you don't want to be in the shop anymore. Is it making you sad?
It's like I really do, but like at the same time, it's like no. With what I have, it really would make sense for me to get one of these right now. Oh, Shakar with a shotgun hammer.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a hammer. I think they call it a hammer blunderbuss or something like that.
Is it too big for a kobold?
They can be whatever size you want them to be. I could shrink. I could technically shrink them down. I could technically shrink them down for you if you need them. I know they're mostly size for my kin, but yeah.
But they are two-handed, right?
The melee ones mostly are. Yes. Okay, the gun blade up there, that one in particular, that one I'm not selling, unfortunately. That one is for display. That one is for display.
I want to see you try to one-hand a blunderbuss.
One-hand a blunderbuss. I mean, he does sell hand cannons, which are one-handed.
Ooh. Yeah, because I kind of need. Goose needs 2 hands.
Well, you need at least one hand available.
He needs 1 hand free for his potions and handing things off and stuff.
But yes, they do offer different pistols. They offer, you can see along the walls there are the aforementioned hand cannons of different sizes. There are the swords that were mentioned, all the melee stuff, dagger pistol, rapier pistol. There's a sword cane pistol, except instead of it being a sword cane, it's just a pistol. Let's see. Dueling pistols, which are a little bit more concealable, and they have better range than a standard flintlock. What else? What else? What else did I have here on the list? I think I had mostly just every firearm that I could imagine in here, including the slide pistol, also known as a harmonica pistol, because no, I mistook it. It does not have an internal magazine. This stupid-looking pistol is 5 barrels lined up in a row with the handle, or the stock, whatever you want to call it, is just lined up. It has a sliding mechanism. So if you have like different bullets in each barrel, you just slide the barrel by hand to the stock. That's hence why it's called a harmonica pistol when it's not being called a slide pistol.
Now,
It's a little harder to
you said
hide
the.
that one.
So you said the only one that Goose could like relatively like wield with ease with one hand is the only one that's on display.
What? No, I didn't say that. He's not selling the gun blade because that one's a two-handed weapon.
Oh, I see now. Okay.
That one is a two-handed weapon, and he's actually holding on to that one for a friend.
I was about to be in haggle mode, but okay.
Yeah, no, that one ain't for sale. That one is we'll say family friend.
Family friend. Is there like a place there that family friend is nearby? I'm just curious. Does the family friend have a name?
The family friend is actually the same individual who crafted that weapon in the first place. And
I see.
And I would never sell that because he is currently figuring out how he can wield it, and he did not want to ruin it. He wanted to hold it for himself when he finished his training in Alkenstar. So, it stays here until he comes back.
All right, I hear you.
Now, if you want that hammer blunderbuss, that's a different conversation. But little man, I want you to be honest with me. Can you even hold that if I shrinked it down for you?
Can I?
Oh boy.
That sounds like a challenge. Oh,
Ri-
you know what? Is there a little bit of doubt here? I feel like I could.
Rich fella, are you chaperoning this little guy?
Goose, I just need you to buy whatever it is that you wanted to buy so we can go ahead and go. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure this ship is not going to be here for very long.
Hold that thought. He shrinks down the hammer blunderbuss to a more appropriate small size, and after bringing it down, thank you, Schnun. Oh, god damn it. I'll remember these. I'm going to put them in the game. God damn it. He brings it down. He has no problem holding it, but he presents it to Goose. What is Goose's strength?
That's a great question, Digital Monster, DM. Goose's strength is a great and grand and mighty +0.
You cannot hold this gun.
What do you mean I can't?
You just said it yourself.
It's a concussive weapon. If you fired it, the knockback would actually send you flying.
Actually, go ahead and give it to him.
Yeah, if he doesn't fucking know that yet, it'd be fucking hilarious once he actually shoots it.
Like, apparently...
Like, imagine he shoots it off, hits an enemy, and the recoil flying his body back hits the other enemy. And
unless it was a tactic, I want to be able to shoot and then immediately be able to distance myself from the enemy.
Wolf, he's fucking gun lancing.
Take that back.
He's gun lancing.
Take that back.
You know it to be true.
You have angered him. You have angered this man so much. God in heaven. Hold on, let me pull up the hammer blunderbuss real quick. Is it called a hammer blunderbuss or do they call it a hammer gun? Oh my god, it's a hammer gun. This weapon, favored by dwarves and those who like smashing and shooting, takes the form of a stoutly built gun designed similarly to an arquebus with a hammerhead built into the muzzle, decreasing kickback but limiting range. Oh, so the good I hate myself. So the good news is you don't have to worry about kickback. I hate it here.
Doubters, everyone.
It's still a strength-based weapon, though, for the melee part. You can't
Not even no dexterity.
You cannot finesse this hammer. You can fire the gun, and that uses your dexterity. But you cannot, under any circumstance, swing this hammer, because I'm fairly certain that your proficiencies would not allow you to do it anyway.
I do not have martial weapons.
Sag.
Okay, just enough gagging for me. Just tell me what I can wield with 0 strength that I can swing and shoot with one hand, and I'll take it.
Dagger pistol?
Dagger pistol.
Can you wield a dagger pistol?
God damn it! I just asked you.
No, I'm asking because you have the proficiencies list on your character sheet.
Right. Okay, proficiencies. Let's see. Simple weapons.
And your gun, right?
Yes.
Wait, is your pistol the only other thing that you're proficient in from firearms?
I think so.
I am... Oh, no.
It's one of the only simple weapons in the game.
Give me a minute. No. You can't wield any of the guns here. They're all martial and above.
No, you're joking, right? That's it. That's a funny joke. Funny joke.
They're all martial and above.
Please, you can't do this to me.
I'm curious now. Would I be able to wield any of those?
Shut up! No.
It'd be really funny if I could, despite my 0 strength.
I mean, technically, you can already wield a rapier pistol.
Yay.
I cannot believe this. This is a crime.
To the credit of this entire party, not a single one of you are martial.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like,
You have a caster, you have a rogue, you have a bomber, and you have a quasi spellcaster. You don't have a fighter class in your entire party to wield a gun. Outside of the one
Why is the
gun.
fighter class the one holding guns?
The fighter class can hold guns. Technically, the swashbuckler can wield a gun. The what else? The gunslinger by Doi can wield guns. You usually have to pick up a feat so you can be trained in the use of the gun, but you'll never be as good as a fighter or as a gunslinger with gun.
Shouldn't have been such a little man.
Satin's the goose.
This is the I mean, you got a cool formula book that has new formulas in it, and as
it is neat.
as compensation, he does pull up a let's see, what does he pull up? Huh. I mean, that would make sense that he would have that in his shop. I'm just asking questions as to why. All right. He offers a blight bomb.
A blight? Oh, blight bombs.
Not just a regular blight bomb. It's not moderate. It's a greater.
Oh, it's a greater or mage. Oh,
He offers that he has a collection of greater blight bombs. However, a single greater blight bomb costs 250 gold pieces per bomb.
I could just try to craft those. I mean, actually, wait. I buy one, and then I try to study it, and then I can craft more at a cheaper price. Oh, this is stonks.
You can do that, yes. And so long as there are scrolls that you can purchase, like in the market, there are lots of scrolls that you could probably inscribe into your book as well if you wanted to add more spells.
I absolutely do.
Good.
Wait.
Right. I'm gonna get that one. I'm just gonna get that one greater blight bomb so I could be able to study it for myself and make more in the future, which I am not gonna say out loud, and I will be on my day. Thank you for your services, good man, my good sir.
'Tis a pleasure. And if you're ever in need of anything from old Rio, just give me a holler if you're ever down the river again.
All right, holler it is. How great is your hearing? It's so like anywhere in the river. Like it's how the distance.
Get out.
Okay.
Get out. He's actually now reaching for his pistol at his hip. Get out.
Okay. It's Ken Goose. He's gonna like do like that really friendly like finger gun thing of like see ya another time.
Remember the steps, Rio. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. He just puts his pistol away while you leave.
Yes.
I love them. I love the market.
Terribly sorry about him. I don't even know where to begin. Do you... Obviously you sell weapons, but do you sell anything of a arcane nature? Scrolls or staffs or things of that nature?
I do carry a few of them, mostly for my own studies. Don't be too fooled by the firearm. I'm actually quite the learned fellow.
Really? Do tell.
He decides to give a quick demonstration with a simple mage hand. It ain't much, but it's a little trick I've picked up in my travels. Of course, don't let too many people know about what I can actually do with my own bullets. The less folks are afraid of me, the better.
Right. You're improving the bullets with elemental properties.
Oh, no. That's the alchemical side of it. No. I'm talking about, He looks over to a straw dummy that he had in the corner, and after whispering a few arcane words into his pistol, he takes aim and fires, and you see the doll disintegrate into a pile of acid. Weaving spells into bullets. That's the trick.
Really? So you would be using the firearm as a type of medium?
Kinda, sorta. It's more so that I revolve around the use of this here firearm, and then I use arcane properties from the few things I learned from a wizard or two to incorporate into my gunplay. 1 minute I'm firing regular bullets, the next minute I surprise folks with a good old force barrage. Maybe I just shoot some missiles out of here that weren't originally loaded into it, or I tell a good old scorching ray to travel alongside my bullet, and, they get disintegrated. Yeah, I ain't got, like, the makings of a proper wizard. You guys know the stronger stuff. I just know a few tricks to add to the bullets.
That is interesting.
That being said, I do collect a few scrolls. I've got some necromancy scrolls. I've got some conjurations. Lots of evocation. That's probably the no-brainer there. Let's see. He starts digging through while laying out scroll after scroll on the counter, and, exactly as advertised on the tin, some of them have symbols that are familiar for the more explosives. There's lightning bolt, there's fireball. You see higher level versions of magic missile, or also known as force barrage. And a few raised dead scrolls interwoven amongst them. He's not even paying attention to the ones he's putting on the counter now. He's just kind of digging through.
The force barrage and what was, well, okay, before I go anywhere like that, the necromancy scrolls, what exactly do you have in that section?
Well, let's see. We've got raised dead. Trying to think what else. I know we had a few that actually conjures like zombies for personal use. Don't know how many of them folks actually want to learn that one. Outside of a couple of freaks that came down here in more long times. Some river traveling pirate with a stupid hat. Let's see.
Sorry, it's a habit I have. The pirate with the hat. What could you tell me about that?
Oh, that was almost a month or so ago. A strange fella. Looked like he was covered in bandages and rags. Carried around a strange-looking scimitar that emanated some. It had a high level of magic. I couldn't place it, though. I didn't exactly have time to analyze it myself. But he came by, was asking some questions, and I gave him a few answers, but he insisted on handing over, this. He pulls out from his little sack where he keeps, like, gold and other things. He insisted on paying with one of these. And it's a perfectly round, completely smooth ruby.
What were the questions that he asked?
No, like simple stuff. Who's traveled down the river? Have I seen a ship called the Selling Starlin or whatever it is? I haven't seen any ship like that though, unless that's the one that's docked right now. And if that's the case, well, I ain't gonna snitch. I mean, he paid with the ruby up front, but I ain't gonna appraise it or nothing. It gives me the creeps. I mean, feel this thing.
Can I inspect it?
When you inspect it, it does appear to be a perfectly round, otherworldly ruby. There is no ruby in all of Galarian that could come out as smooth and spherical as this one does, with a deep shade of red. As you do, you get that weird, like, taste in the back of your throat, like when you're messing with something that has an arcane origin. But this one feels wrong. You could almost swear you hear screaming emanating from deep inside of it. But it's hard to tell.
Can I use an Arcana check to see if I can dig deeper into what it is?
You absolutely could.
God.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that anger now. I am
Oh dear.
What is that?
What do we
Oh,
say?
dear.
We always get a low roll.
I have not gotten over a 10. I have not gotten over a 10, and it is driving me insane.
After you speak...
Do you remember the last time? Because I don't.
That was in combat with the Gug. You guys scored a couple criticals on him.
For Wolf specifically.
Oh! Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying here. I am desperately trying.
Yeah.
With that 23, you can discern that it is indeed a ruby. It is of an otherworldly property, but more importantly, you have seen this ruby at least once or twice before. Primarily when you guys were at the ball and people were exchanging currency. In addition to coin and other such things, you did see rubies exactly like that. You never got close to any of those rubies before to have noticed any screams, but you're not sure if the scream is something that is currently happening or if it is a scream deep within it that is of a past interaction.
Wait. It couldn't be.
If you know
Has
about-
anything
Oh, I'm sorry.
has anything strange happened since you've come into possession of this ruby?
I lost a couple nights' sleep, personally. Nothing in particular that was good that came from it. Otherwise, he seemed to hang around, probably expecting any news to change. Hadn't seen him since then, and his weird red ship disappeared. That's really about the extent of my knowledge on that front. I've never interacted with him, and while he was asking for me to let him know about the Selin Starling or whatever and its crew, I didn't snitch, and I don't intend to neither. And frankly, I don't even want this ruby in my hands. It's dirty blood money as far as I'm concerned.
Are the chances of me... I can't... Group.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This is me talking right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm debating if I should bring it or not, because that's technically... I don't know if that's... Like the ruby from the ball, the gala, the goopy guy.
I mean, the guy that coughed all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that was fucking Shelob.
That was a dream world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm.
Nick up.
For him to just bring that out there, that means either he was screwing this guy over, or he brought something from the dream world out. Just like
You mean Goopy guy?
no, the guy that this shopkeeper was talking to. The guy that's
okay.
looking for this ship.
Right.
But I
So
don't
what
want
are
to
you?
take. I might take it. I might take it to study it further.
It's your call, man. You are the character here.
I know, but my rolls haven't been the best, and I don't want to fuck anything over.
Do you want
I mean-
any of us to, like, show up for support roles?
Look. Failure is part of success.
Gosh.
And in this game?
I believe in you, man. You can roll. You can roll. I believe in you.
No, okay, I'll take
No,
it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
All right. Take it off my hands.
I
I never want to see it again. Hold on. I haven't found the spell that I wanted to hand over to add to your book yet, but I just know that you're getting a scroll in addition, and he only asks for like 100 gold pieces for it. For the scroll. It is a necromancy scroll. It can be whatever spell that you personally want it to be. I'm just trying to find one that would best fit for Sylvanas under the necromancy tag.
Right. Okay. I want the necromancy scroll, but I also want to get that force barrage as well.
Oh, is that not a spell you have in your book?
No.
All right. Force Barrage is basically the rebranding of Magic Missile.
Okay, hold on a second. Now I gotta look it up because I didn't see it when I was looking up the spells the first time.
Mm-hmm. No, I get you. When they did the remaster, they changed a lot of spell names because they didn't want that much crossover with 5th edition. So Magic Missile got changed to Force Barrage. I believe Mage Armor got turned to Mystic Armor. Fireball is still Fireball because you can't just it's Fireball.
Right. So yeah, no, I don't think I have that.
All right, then you have acquired that. He asked for 150 because the particular scroll is meant for higher level casting for the Force Barrage. That version of Force Barrage in particular is for casters. I believe it's for third level spell slots.
Then that is fine. I have the qualifications for that.
Oh, absolutely. I know you do. I'm just saying that what it is that instead of it being like you cast it at first level, this particular scroll, you cast it at third level.
Right.
Third spell level, I should say. Not caster level, but spell level. I am terrible today, but you get the idea.
Yeah. So it's, what is that, 250 in total, or is it 150 in total?
150, and he's giving you the ruby.
Okay. I'll give him 200 gold.
Jesus Christ. Oh. What is it with rich folks just giving me tips nowadays?
Well, when I'm giving you that, there are no strings attached. I am simply giving you the thanks. There are more important things in this world than money, but sometimes it helps a little.
I've only ever heard that phrase mentioned by folks who have a mass abundance of money, but coming from you, I'm starting to think you might mean it.
Yes. I know that nobles have a reputation, but rest assured, I say this as someone with the experience. Gold is not always what it is meant to be.
Okay. Well, I think you and I can agree to disagree on that front, but I will at least give you the courtesy of this much. If you're ever in need of any kind of assistance from old Rio, he pulls out a business card of his own, and it has some arcane runes inscribed onto it. If you ever need assistance, I'm more than capable of helping out.
All right. Well, if you ever need any materials or anything delivered to you, I give him my business card.
We're trading business cards. It's that scene from American Psycho. They're just whipping out cards and comparing.
The font.
The font. It's perfect in every way. Oh, fancy.
Or is it embossed?
Gold lettering. Okay, now I'm just feeling slightly inadequate. And here I thought I was doing the fancy route with my own business card.
I appreciate business wherever it may come.
Well, there's only one difference between my card and your card. I set up shop pretty much anywhere around the world, and wherever business is needed, I happen to show up there. And I mean anywhere. Don't ask about the plane of fire. It's too hot for you, not hot enough for me. But, yeah, if you ever need me, that business card is all you need to tap a couple times, and poof, I'll be there.
Okay, no, that's kind of cool, actually.
So let me get this straight. So he gets a really cool fancy magic card.
Business card.
Business card. And then instead, on the other hand, he just tells Goose to go yell in the river.
You get shooed out of the shop. Sylvanas gits a fancy business card.
Oh, you look like you just got kicked out of a shop.
Listen, you tried to wield a gun you couldn't even wield. You tried you were ready to cause damage to everybody, including yourself. Technically.
You know, I don't think this man got a gun license.
You know what? I got an idea. One of the cool
You don't
things,
need a gun license. It's America.
God damn it. So one of the cool things about
I'm a
proficiency is that you can actually gain it through training. If you're wondering where this is going, he does look to the shrunken down hammer gun. Oh, God's above me. Show me mercy. Do you mind holding on to this for that little fella so that he can learn how to use it and maybe not kill himself in the process.
Do you have instructions?
It's literally aim and pull trigger. Right.
I know. I
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. You actually see him pulling out an inkwell, a quill, some parchment, and oh well, if it don't look nice, he pulls out a pair of glasses from his duster, and then just proceeds to write on it very clear instructions. Load bullet. Fire gun by aiming and pulling on trigger. Repeat step 1 when needing to fire again. Also is hammer. Can swing hammer. Beat down with hammer. Do not drop hammer on toes. You will need a doctor. The hammer is spiked on both sides of the head. Potential strategy. Embed hammer into enemy. Fire gun at other enemy while using unconscious body to stabilize gun to reduce kickback.
I do appreciate it.
These instructions better be as clear as possible, and if I missed a step and somebody gets hurt, I'm letting you know right now, Rio ain't liable. Rio and not liable.
I completely understand.
Good.
I will give this to him. And I will make sure to make good use of this in the future.
Absolutely. And like I said, if you have ever any need or business of Rio, just tap the card twice wherever you need. Preferably in a big open space. I don't think I needed to give that instruction, but preferably in a big open space. I cannot stress that enough, sir.
I'm not gonna lie, it was gonna be so tempting. Just on the ship, I tap the card and it's like, "What are you buying?"
The ship visibly like sinks down and then comes back up. Okay, I can see that my instructions were ignored. Why? Did you just want to be a little shit? Is that what it was? Did you just want to be a little shit? Who's under my shop, if I may ask? Who did you just crush? And that's when you see Goose's feet curl up like the witch from The Wizard of Oz.
No.
It's fine.
He is just fine. And if
back to the lesbians.
Lesbians. God, this is just going to be the shopping episode. I didn't want that to be the
Yay!
episode.
I'm getting that feeling.
This wasn't planned!
I'm
I'll
done.
put it-
I got my 2 scrolls.
After like 20 minutes.
Lesbians. And then Dole said that he would eventually figure out what he wants. I'm assuming that he's like scrolling through items right now in the resources.
Totally.
Eat that rice cake, boy. Eat that rice cake.
Nice.
I am going to be stuck with this fucking voice. I'm desperately trying to stop myself from going into the cowboy bit now. God damn. Okay.
Well, you're Floridian now. It's perfectly liable.
Don't you start with me.
Don't you start with me, Missy. I'll put it this way. I'll make this brief. For the lesbians, God, I'm not even referring to it now. They're out shopping, and yeah.
No, I'm just
and they got and they got their cats with them. Odette, of course, has shrunken down to be scarf size. Boone is also scarfing, so they're going through. Picking up fish, because of course... Huh?
No.
No what?
I'm going to stop you right there. No. Odette is not scarfing.
What?
Odette is not scarfing.
No?
You don't see Odette right now because she is waddling down the street. Further down the street, there's obnoxious honking. And she has walked away with a knife.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
If you want if you wanted a knife, Odette, all you had to do is ask.
She honks
She goes and
at
pays
you.
for the knife. Okay. Blythe makes her way up to the shop. So how much was that one?
How much was what? I'm sorry. Wait. Where'd you get that knife?
My goose friend took it.
That knife was in my holster. Odette honks.
So how much?
No, that's mine.
Surely I can help you pay for a replacement.
No, you're gonna hand that back. Odette takes the knife and runs away with it. No,
Blythe lays out.
50 gold pieces. Just give me 50 gold pieces.
She lays out 60.
Great. Fucking gotta replace my knife.
Thank you for your business.
Motherfucker just stole my knife.
A fucking goose.
So, all right.
Well,
So, okay, so we have a knife for Odette. I will.
Yep, there's your Untitled Goose Game reference, because you cannot just give me tiny Odette goose creature and not expect me to have Untitled Goose Game bullshit happen.
So, yes, so Odette has a knife now. We'll probably get her a nice holster for that. And furthermore, she, of course, picked up more fish and seafood supplies. Probably whatever Voon laid his claws on.
Oh, for sure.
And
Winter is currently looking through some items.
that's
for
what I was getting
herself.
to. Yeah.
What are you looking
Yeah,
into?
because that's what was going to come next. And the idea, like, okay, so now that we have these two taken care of, because they always have to come first, bless their little hearts, as she gives Voon head scratches, knowing they can be a bit of a handful.
I select
So
only
now for
best
you,
fish.
Winter. Yes, you do. So, Winter. So, some items to help you. What do you think you would need? Maybe like armor? Would you like to get any like magical items? Anything that would help you with your new Vorpal scimitar, or anything just in general?
Well, I mean, the Vorpal scimitar is in the Dreamlands. I was actually considering... She looks over some of the supplies that are sold, and oddly enough, there is a scimitar for sale, just kind of sitting there. I have considered at least practicing. I'll need plenty of room, and yeah, I think having a scimitar in hand wouldn't be the worst idea. At least so I can learn how to wield it in the Dreamlands as well.
You know what? That's not a bad idea at all. If that's the one you're looking to get, I'm more than happy to help you pay for it.
I think I can afford that much. It's the armor that's a little more difficult. Turns out if you're only wearing leather, it's not very protective, unless you're built like Dole, who's very lithe.
He's cat-shaped, so it's definitely very helpful for him just to have leather. But yes, you are right. So I suppose maybe some arm gauntlets to help guard your arms a little bit. Maybe a lighter chest plate.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
All right, beautiful.
God, you're dressing up your warrior woman, your warrior goth.
That's when she'll hold out her hand and wait for Winter to take it if she does.
She does, definitely, of course.
All right, Winter, hold on tight. We're going shopping!
Oh, no.
And they're just going to go off, and they're going to be in a fitting room for a good minute, trying on a bunch of different armors and everything for Winter.
Did you have any particular armor in mind for her? Because I hope it's not just a...
Not specific...
I'm hoping it's not a perfectly shaped breastplate, because I will fucking choke you.
No. Winter seems more refined than that.
Good.
2 chest plates. Anyway. So she, I guess I'm still looking through the list here, so it's quite a bit. So I'll get something more finalized when we actually I guess, get into combat. Whether that's the day or not, we don't know.
Hopefully today, because we have been streaming 2 hours and we've had roleplay and a shopping spree. That does bring me to the other thing. Don't be afraid to just have a set shopping list that we can have like outside of sessions, and we can always put in Resource Hoard and over in our server. So if there's ever items that you wanted to look at but you still wanted to engage in the roleplay, you can always still engage in the roleplay. And then we can just have the actual shopping, or rather the price and the item in question taken care of. And if the price, is ever like the one I suggested is too low or too different, we could just say there was some haggling involved. AKA, oh, Sylvanas of the mighty charisma.
Oh, yay. I can't roll anything higher than a 10.
Roll again!
My god. Fine.
Wow.
Yeah. See? What'd I tell you?
This is just a curse at this point.
Wait,
What makes it
Wait,
worse
let's see.
is that,
Let's see.
what makes it weird is that it gets lower with every wow. Okay.
Try now.
But the lesbian is not strong enough yet. Fuck.
Wow.
Holy shit. Wait, what? Goose roll.
Okay, it's a D20, right? Okay.
Yeah, just a
Yeah, just a straight D20.
I'm already dreading this. Huh.
This has been our entire campaign in a nutshell ever since we moved over to Pathfinder.
Right.
Huh.
What is this? What
Hold
is
on.
this?
Hold on, let me roll mine. Huh.
Hey, no
These aren't loaded.
way!
Lock your door, Vince. Lock your door.
Fuck.
I'm gonna get up for that.
All right.
Just annoyed.
The dungeon master is safe. Yes, Shepherd of Lost Carcosa, tactical and tasteful. I mean, we're talking about the breastplate from earlier. It would depend.
What
I would
the hell is the deal with the breastplate? I've been looking at my shopping list.
Oh God. But yeah, no, it would depend if the breastplate is one of those like weird form-fitting, like, oh well, that's very tactical, but then deep underneath is just unreasonably large booba, or it's just a large breastplate to hide the fact that she's flat. I don't know. Insert jokes here, I guess. But yes, breastplate, or just like maybe splint armor. Nothing like too heavy, because that would reduce her movement. And we are changing her to a battle priest later, so that she can actually wield weapons, because downside of being a cloistered cleric, incredible spellcasting, shitty combat.
Yep.
A sad fact we've had to learn. So this will be like one of those things where, like, off the session, I probably sit down with Shnun and rebuild Lies. Or not Lies.
Winter.
Rebuild Winter. God, rebuilding Lies would actually be painful, considering all the bullshit she has. But yes. All right, so we'll say that she got some nice armor. It definitely looks good on her. It's not form-fitting, but it's definitely protective. She appreciates that at least it matches the color scheme. And having a scimitar to practice combat with is also greatly appreciated for her.
Cool.
So now, while we are here, is there anything else we need to do before we initiate one of the dream quests?
I'll look for a little something real quick.
Ooh. The things.
So, looking into the potential things that could be bought, I want to grab little consumables for everyone that we can use just for the buffs. So I want to look around for anything like, see what mutagens are around, life-boosting oils, if anyone has any in stock.
Well, I mean, over at the apothecary, they definitely would have plenty of healing potions, plenty of other buffing potions. That one's actually run by a rat folk. Oddly enough, neighbored next to the gunsmith from earlier. Let's see. Potions.
Okay.
Oh, I added an S when I shouldn't have. What kind of potions do we... There's a lot of things where it just ends with the word potion. This is a rather tall list. Oh dear. They have potions of water breathing. They have a potion of minute echoes. Oh, minute echoes. It's spelled the same, but it's pronounced differently. Potion of major healing, though I imagine those are probably more expensive. I wonder how much that would actually cost. 5,000 gold pieces? Who has that money?
What the hell?
Who has that money? What is this economy? Okay.
Sylvanas?
I ain't got that money.
Ain't got she.
They offer potions.
Look at me.
Pretending you ain't got shit.
Don't look at me. I do not have that money.
I don't have that money.
What? You are our employer.
No hablo inglés.
Yes.
What was that very pronounced snort? What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Leave him be. They have anti-venom. They have... What is this? Oh, hovering potion. Why? Defy gravity for 5 minutes. Huh. You just move up and down in the air by 10 feet. It's just like 0 G's, so it's very slow moving flight. Uncontrollable
We don't
flight.
have any flyable characters, so having one at least wouldn't be the worst idea, depending on its price.
True. Let's see if they have any like flying potions or potions of flying. Shrinking potion. Why?
Biggest, smallest drink.
No!
Shut the fuck up, Nathan.
Oh, I should use the full name.
Damn, not even Nate. Actually Nathan. They have dragon's breath potions. They have energy breath potions. Wait, how much is that one? Why are they 3,000 gold? Okay. Dang. There's a lot of expensive shit in the River Kingdoms. Potions of acid resistance. Huh. Oh, they're elemental resistances. That's the type of potions that they offer. So there's quite a few of them. I don't know what an octopus potion is, and that has me deeply concerned. So I'm going to click on it at the risk of finding out. Up.
Please get the octopus potion.
You know
Do
what?
they have any mutagens?
They sadly do not. It's just a lot
Potions
of
will do
potions.
fine.
As for the octopus potion that I just found, surprisingly, this one is only 500 gold pieces. However, 8 flailing octopus arms covered in suckers pop out from the sides of your body when you imbibe this potion. The arms share multiple attack penalties and attempt to grapple a random enemy within 15 feet of you. On a success, you roll a d4 to determine any additional effects with the arms, such as being grabbed, restrained, etc. It's exactly as it's advertised on the tin. You get octopus arms when you drink the octopus potion.
Ain't that perfect on the fucking Eldritch horror campaign?
Ah, sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
Okay,
I hate this. The potion of passing fancy.
What? Passing fancy?
Oh, never mind. I don't hate this. I see the icon they have for it. Lesser variant of the serum of sex shift.
What?
What?
You can change your sex with a drink of a potion.
It's gender fluid.
Yes, we found the
God damn it.
We found the gender fluid.
Finally, gender fluid.
Alert the LGBT community. We have found a tabletop RPG that has the gender fluid. It is available. It is real.
The literal fluid of gender.
Literal fluid of gender.
What, guys?
I'm just
what do you
looking at
think
the-
gender. What do you think gender tastes like?
Depends on which way you're going.
I do appreciate that the picture that they put up here on Foundry for Potion of Passing Fancy is the trans flag inside the potion. So you know what? I appreciate.
Perfect. Let's
I'm
go.
seeing that now.
I appreciate this. You know what? I didn't recognize your game, Pathfinder, but I like it. I like you a lot.
I'll have to keep that bookmark for Shuka. You know his story.
Oh, I know his story. I know what he does to himself. Oh, there's potion of quickness if you want. You know what I mean, Sean.
I think everybody
Gender
does.
fluid tastes like Skittles. Thank you, Max.
Gender fluid tastes.
That's
like...
actually accurate.
Oh my god, Skittle milkshake.
Taste the rainbow,
Okay.
motherfucker.
Stop. Just stop.
Potion of quickness gives
Skittle
you.
milkshake actually pretty good.
But potion of quickness gives you haste for a minute. Wait, how much was that? 90 gold pieces. That's Potion of quickness, and you just give yourself haste for a solid minute. Like no concentration needed. You just give it to yourself and drink. You know?
Okay.
I will remember that
I'm
for a
noting down
future
the
build.
ones that I'm noting down the ones that are setting out to me.
There's potion of swimming. That one's pretty much as advertised on the tin. Let's see. The heck is an oak potion? Oh. Oak resilience. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, it is. Huh. You give yourself some added protection. You know, some bulkiness. You get some bark that grows on your
Resilience
skin.
from getting hit by the oak tree.
No. Dragonfly potion. This one's a bit more expensive. Your eyes transform into the... That is haunting. Your eyes transform into those of a giant dragonfly. The thousands of separate facets swapping around your head, and a pair of long, delicate, insectile wings grow from your back. You basically turn into a giant dragonfly, and you give yourself some flight, and you can see a lot. You can see everything. You can't
what
even
is
be
the
flanked. You can't even be flanked when you have this potion imbued. Like, nobody gets the flanking bonus. You don't get caught off guard. You see everything.
I would hope so.
We are talking here.
There is no cost. You just drink it. That thing costs 310 gold, though.
That's what I was asking. Gold.
Oh, gotcha. There's truth. There's truth serum, which is surprisingly cheap at 46 gold pieces. I don't know who you would forcefully have drink truth serum, but it's there as an option. Invisibility potions. The fuck is a gecko potion? Please tell me it's not like the dragonfly potion.
It just turns you into a gecko?
Surprisingly, no. So apparently the dragonfly potion is the eldritch horror potion that turns you into a dragonfly, but the gecko potion just gives you climb. Huh. Like you basically
It turns you into Spider-Man.
Just really strong grippers. Potion of true speech. Oh, does that do what I think it did? Yep, you can for 4 hours you understand a lot of languages. All of them even.
All of them?
All of them.
Because we got some languages we've not been understanding.
Every single time we find something, and it's like, you don't understand the language.
I know.
I'm surprised that you haven't asked Voon to teach you how to speak the languages.
What?
He speaks it.
He speaks it.
Oh my god.
And get it and give him the satisfaction?
You're spiting the lizard, and I love it.
What did the lizard ever do to you?
He wants me dead.
He wants to eat your bones.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Y'all should have just left me on the fucking ground when I got stabbed and tore up in my insides.
All back in chapter 1, baby.
Never
Poor
forget.
Vunis. Poor Vunis.
This fucking lizard.
That's great. What are you talking about?
One day you guys are going to wake up. Voon is going to be skinned. Dole's going to be happy. And he'll mysteriously have brand new leather boots.
I played the
Funny.
video once.
Oh lord, these potions are kind of weird. But yeah, no, most of them are just strange potions. Let me check out mutagens and see. Do mutagen mute? Am I spelling it right?
Mutagen.
I was spelling it wrong all along.
You're such a fool.
I'm an idiot. I understand. Huh.
I thought you were a Digimon.
Sylvanas, kill that guy.
I think he's away from his system right now.
Ah, dang.
And I heard doors.
You know what?
He's going to go the job already.
Goose, kill this guy. No.
No, I think I agree.
Who is this illustrious this guy?
Lies. Eat this guy.
I mean, we have been eating meat.
So there's a Drakeheart mutagen.
What the fuck is that?
You grow scales like a drake. Eyes become sharp.
Isn't that one of the mutagens I offered one time?
I
It might have been.
I don't remember. Did you?
It was something similar.
I think he never had a chance to drink it. That might have been during the fight with the spiders.
No, I did drink.
No, that was
something.
that was a different one. That was a different mutagen.
Oh. Then I'm not sure.
But I remember Drakeheart was one of the things I could have made. It was Bravo's No, I do. Drakeheart mutagen. I can make that.
Oh, it's in your book?
It's part of my advanced alchemy.
Nice. Okay.
I can even just craft it. I know shit. I'm an alchemist, son.
Never
If you need mutagens and stuff, you got a guy.
Okay, Dad.
You can't just call somebody that you can punt dad. Or can you? There's also as strange as this one sounds, but I don't. Oh, that's the effect. Okay, that's why I couldn't find it. I have to actually find the actual mutagen, which is a little hard because I can't find. Ah, there we go. There's the Hydra mutagen.
Hydra?
Yep, you spout many heads. Well, you sprout a second head. Okay. And for 10 minutes, you have all-around vision. You basically you're not getting flanked. The drawback is that you're clumsy for like 10 minutes.
That checks out.
Mm-hmm. Like, which head do we talk to if you drank that?
Which head? Were they all just talk at the same time, or were they talk individually?
Yes. Why is there a theatrical mutagen? Benefit acrobatics. Oh, you're a clown.
A clown?
Well, I mean, no. Technically, it's like from the Academy for Opera and stuff like that. You're a very good performer.
An energy mutagen. The energy mutagen looks pretty decent.
How much does that one cost?
Like 12 gold.
All right. Have you been preparing a list of things you'd like to buy from this here rat folk who's just been sitting there watching you go through his potions?
Yep. All right. Let me just add this one to the list. Energy mutagen.
So Feline has been staring at potions for a while. Do any of them
Yes.
intrigue?
I have to say, there's a few of these that have been catching my interest. Especially these mutagens, these energy ones. These are... How many gold pieces? I don't see the price here.
He's going to hide his little smile as he rolls.
I believe they're 30 gold pieces. Yes, 30 gold pieces apiece.
30 gold pieces, Can I roll a counter thing to see if he's, like, bullshitting?
That would be your perception. Absolutely, sir.
Perception.
Yep, because they don't have an insight check in this game.
Perception check. Where the fuck are you? Perception, here we go. Please be a good roll.
Huh. Yeah, no,
That's
you
quite
see
an interesting
through,
price.
you see through all his bullshit. Yeah.
You know, that's pretty funny because I recall these being at least 15 gold pieces cheaper. You know, even I've seen them run for 5. That's quite the inflated price you're running them by.
Yes, memory slips through. Yes.
Oh, no, I understand. It happens. But hopefully, maybe that wouldn't happen again. That would be a big mistake there.
Of course, yes, yes, of course. I'll ring you up. What potions you got? What do you got that you'd like to purchase there?
All right, so I have a little list here.
He says
I'd
while
like to take.
he says while wiping his brow with a cloth.
Oh, I've played this game before. I think I shall take 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll take 8 energy mutagens.
8?
8.
What exactly are you expecting to fight, son?
That's for me to worry about, and you to not think about. Trust me, the things I've been fighting, you wouldn't want to see them.
Oh. Huh.
He's chugging under his
Yes.
counter now.
You know, sometimes there are things that go bump in the night, hiding in the darkness that you could probably live without seeing.
He pulls out.
I think you would.
He pulls out a rifle. Are you the things that? Are you the things that go bump in the night? He's a very paranoid rat.
Sir, is it night?
I noticed that you didn't answer my question about the not going bump in it.
No, I do not go bump in the night.
Well, okay then.
He's lowering
No.
the rifle.
Pay for your
Thank you.
Pay for your potions and get on out of here.
Thank you. So these are all the things I shall be purchasing. A little bit of anti-venom, some healing potions, the mutagens. This potion of quickness, the dragonfly, what would be the prices of these ones? They seem quite useful in some specific circumstances.
Quickness.
He was ready to lie as easily as he breathes, but he took a minute.
Quickness is 90 gold pieces a bottle there. And as for the dragonfly, well, the dragonfly, that one's at 310. Honestly, you're better off with the quickness potion there, son. It gets you faster, it gets you more mileage in an emergency situation. Dragonfly, well, how fond are you of being able to see in perfect, almost 360-degree viewing?
That sounds unpleasant.
It is.
All right. And then let's get rid of that dragonfly potion. Keep that potion of quickness. Let's see, anti-venom, healing potions, potion of quickness, the invisibility, and the mutagens. Keep in mind I'm getting the 4 potions. So antivenom 4 potions.
He's doing
This would be everything.
He's doing the arithmetic.
I've left a list of everything I'm getting right there in the main hall.
Oh shit! No, now I gotta do the. God, you changed the icon. I just saw the fucking icon. He rings you up for about 250 gold pieces in total.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you. As I leave the gold right there for him.
He's watching your hands in a paranoid manner, mostly just inspecting the gold. You can see his nose twitch as he takes in the scent before taking the bag away and pushing the potions in your direction. And you can very quickly tell that he is now holding his rifle just behind the counter. Just holding it. Just holding it.
All right. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. I shall be on my way.
Yeah,
Do take care. I recommend not pointing a weapon at your customers. Take care.
Oh, my customers couldn't handle my potions anyway.
He walks outside, and it's like he sees somebody about to walk in the store, just like, I wouldn't recommend walking into that store. The owner's a lunatic.
Oh.
Just tried to pull a gun on me.
The man that you're speaking to who's about to go in there has like a weird mushroom-shaped haircut, a giant chin, big chest. But I require a potion seller to sell me potions. I'm going into battle, sir.
Tell you what, I'll hand him 10 gold. I very much recommend you go to a different place. This man is dangerous.
Oh, I shall seek my potions elsewhere.
I wish you luck on your battle, sir. Safe journeys.
Thank you, kind cat. I'm gonna go commit endgame on myself.
So that's minus 210 gold for me.
And reputation from that man.
Potion seller.
We're gonna see the potion seller again.
I hope so. That'd be really funny.
Oh.
Remove 210 gold coins.
So I just looked up the price of that ruby.
Oh.
The ruby that we picked up earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that Nephilim was stupid. That
was a ruby.
That ruby is 10,000 gold pieces by itself.
My precious.
Oh my fucking god.
All sales are vital.
All sales are vital.
No money back guaranteed.
You see the guy is just like realizing the price after the fact and like kicking himself in the ass.
He doesn't
Man,
know.
These sellers are having the worst day in this market.
Wait.
For real.
Would I know that, or would I have to like do a roll or something to
Appraise it.
figure that out? Yeah.
Give me at the risk. Wait. What is your highest skill?
Society.
Oh, fuck me. What is your second?
Fighting man.
What is your second highest skill?
Occultism and
Perfect.
Arcana.
Roll occultism or Arcana.
Okay, the Arcana.
Please.
Hey.
What?
A legendary moment.
Oh my god.
This is a moment for history books.
The reason why the ruby is perfect is it is a Leng ruby. That Leng ruby is worth 10,000 gold pieces because of its sheer perfection and the process it takes to create it. The process you do not know. You just know that the end result is that it's 10,000 gold pieces. All sales are final.
See, the last. You see, the last time I had something that was 10,000 gold pieces, it turned out to be something really, really important.
This is not. I will tell you that right now with 100% certainty. This ruby is not important.
This puppy's coming with me.
We're gonna make it important.
It's like, on one hand, we're spending a lot of money, finds out the worth of the ruby. On the other hand, let the kids spend what they want. What ruby? there are no rubies in Ba Sing Se. Gosh.
Okay, but yeah, that was pretty much it. Got the ruby, yeah, so we're good.
All right. Perfect. So. You've gone on your shopping spree. If there are any additional changes we need to make to pricing or additional items that you guys would like to pick up from the store, you are welcome to make a list when not in session and just leave it in Resource Hoard for me, so that way I can pull up the prices and then we can talk about gold. Or if you have anybody, aka Sylvanas, walking over to haggle prices down, because diplomacy is great. And so we initiate the ritual, because we got to go to another dream quest.
All right, I need to roll for our Arcana again, right?
Correctamundo. And because you've been doing it so many times, you feel confident that you could do it by yourself. I mean, the DC was lower, so it's fine because of how many times you've done it. So ignoring the fact that that natural roll was under 10, you're fine. You are 100% fine. You pass.
I think this game is going to give me an aneurysm.
You pass the staircase along. You can probably carry the rest of these Arcana rolls for everybody. So the question is, can you roll me a second Arcana roll?
God, please let me roll higher than a 10. Please.
No.
Okay, God. All right.
No, you have a hero point. You have a hero point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use it.
This game.
This fucking game.
Come on!
Is it because we don't have the fucking flea? Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure.
Hey, that's not for me.
It's not business.
Oh, God. Point is, you rolled higher than a 20. We are fine. The ritual commences. Everyone is going to sleep in the night with your new equipment that you have acquired, that you can wield, that you can use. And we wake up in a different location. And by different location, I mean I now have to configure this because I just realized the lighting is not going to work out too well. Get rid of this. And global illumination, thank you. Save changes. And activate scene. This is just a talking scene for now, because what happens is we arrive in a strange lakefront city. It is a beautiful city, thriving with life. There are people walking about wearing brightly colored fabrics. It's oh boy, they are.
What color?
Oh no, they're just brightly colored. It's almost like you're walking into like a. I mean, kind of yellow. The fabric looks like it's gold, like it has a shimmer, like fake gold. It's not real gold. They wouldn't be that. Well, I suppose they would be that proud. So some of it is real gold. Some of it that couldn't afford it, it's like faux gold or faux gold. Fool's gold. There we go. And yeah, the city itself is a bustle with excitement and celebrations. You have arrived in a city of mostly humans. Actually, it's almost entirely just humans. The few people that you see that aren't humans are often, from what you can perceive, avoided. Like, they are either ignored or they make it a deliberate point to walk completely around them. Which is why for the people of this city known as Sarnath, they have no qualms speaking with Winter. They have no qualms approaching Lies or Sylvanas, even if some of them seem to approach hesitantly.
But for Dole and Goose, they don't even acknowledge that you exist.
Oh.
And
Oh.
and when they do acknowledge you, it's often with an expression of disgust and scorn.
Oh.
Hmm.
I think
Well, that's
this.
honestly,
This is a load of barnacles.
I've always been kind of treated in most places to what I can remember, so it's not too different, I guess.
Is this what it feels like to be in a racist city?
I am getting that feeling.
Unfortunately.
Okay. They all seem to be able to speak common without any issues. They were trying to cycle through a few languages before they seemed to just eventually settle. Are you able to understand me now?
Yes.
Then welcome. We bid you welcome to the city of Sarnath. We don't know how you actually got here, since the gates are that way and no one saw you walking through. Visitors? Merchants? What brings you to our fair city?
Visitors is a appropriate term, I would say.
Yes, we are simply taking in the sights, and what a sight to behold we are standing in front of.
Yes, indeed. Sarnath is a beautiful, beautiful city. It took us quite a long time to build it to such architecture, and the history is a touch much, but worthy of note. Especially after we removed its previous inhabitants, as barbaric as they were. Yes. Come, if you wish to learn more, you are actually here at a perfect time. We were here to celebrate the rising of the city of Sarnath after we repelled such destructive and unusual natives. If you would like to follow me, and you will, of course, lead your help to follow as well.
Absolutely. Wait, help.
Yes, the feline and the salamander.
Picking up on the situation, just be like, we shall be following them, of course, as is natural.
Oh, they speak. Oh,
Kobold, by the way, thank you.
What?
There are our comrades.
You mean as in your hired assistants, yes?
That is correct. We were hired by these fellows right here, following their orders as we go.
And they allow you to speak out of turn. I see.
Yes, while you are, yes, well, unfortunately, guide us, good sir. There is also something that I wish to ask you as well.
Yes, of course. You're free to ask as much as you'd like while I give you a grand tour of the city of Sarnath.
This city, have you ever heard of, does it have some sort of green idol as like a landmark or something of great value?
He seems troubled. I will say that with perceptions, I'll say passive, because I'm fairly certain that 10 plus whoever has the highest perception can clearly see. He is hesitant. He does not look comfortable with speaking of a particular idol. But he does open his mouth and does say, not a landmark. How do I put this delicately? We had an exhibit of the previous inhabitants that were forcefully removed from these lands before we built our city. And one of the items in question was an idol of sorts. However, he takes another minute. He looks around in case there are any who are eavesdropping. Perhaps we can speak on this matter closer to the museum in question.
Absolutely. I did not mean to start anything. I simply heard about it in a pamphlet somewhere. It's at the tip of my tongue.
A pamphlet. Of course, of course. Follow me. He starts to walk in the direction to a grand-looking building where it seems to display arts and historical items. There are paintings that do indeed depict unusual creatures, it seems. They might be exaggerated, but the images that you see in question that have been painted over sketches from who knows how long ago are of strange humanoid creatures with large eyes, big mouths, unusual looking ears, and with the way that their fingers and toes end in almost like circular points, one could have looked at them and probably have mistaken them for some sort of alien frog creatures. These former inhabitants here, these were the savages in question. We know not how they created their stone structures, as none of them seem to have tools nor the capability to use such tools to create the hovels that they once inhabited. But they did worship this. Towards the center of the painting in question that depicted them, you can see an image of an idol, an idol that looks to be of green coloration, of a weird looking lizard with almost tentacles coming from its chin like a beard. This Buckrug creature, the great water lizard, more than likely some false god that they believed in at one point or another. Lies can hear a whisper. He lies.
She'll blink to herself. She'll privately, and in her mind, consult. Was that me? Or am I hearing something? Or did you hear that as well?
When you say consult, are you speaking to your entity?
Of course.
I thought you were just thinking out loud.
No, that was not me at all.
Breathe out for me, if you please.
She'll do that while hanging to the back of the group, just as much as she can. She's just kind of trailing behind, looking at the works, but she will do as asked.
When you breathe out, you can see your breath, but it's not cold inside the location.
Oh. Okay.
That's a strong.
Is there a
register.
certain check? Yeah, this is far from normal. Is there a particular check I should make to help, like, discern, like, maybe perception if to, like, trail things back, arcana to find a source? What do you suggest?
Occultism.
Okay.
The curator is currently showing off more of the paintings while you're hanging back. I don't know if anybody else in the group perceives, but yes.
See you.
All right.
All right.
With the 26 and the fact that you are expertly trained in occultism, you know that what you heard was definitely not your voice in your head, or at least not one of them. And
right.
And the one you heard seemed to be responding with malice to everything that he kept on saying. whenever he brings up celebration of the liberation of the land, you can hear a word almost violently correcting, and it's just registering more of that hatred into your mind. Thief, murderess.
I imagine that's actually getting kind of harsh and maybe even hurting.
Oh, for
But
sure. It's a nice solid headache in the front of your head.
Okay. In that case, is Winter also towards the back of the group?
Winter is towards the back. She seems to be kind of reading between the lines whenever the curator is mentioning liberation of lands, and is not smiling. She is not thrilled with the idea of listening to a man using more gentle terms for what is essentially genocide.
Right. And the racist undertones from earlier sure as shit did not help matters, so Liza's
Oh,
not
nice.
happy either. No. So, I guess if she's back there, Liza's gonna bring a hand up to her head for a moment, probably clutch it in pain, before turning to Winter. There's something I need to take care of. Something I might have to take care of on my own for the time being. Can you and the rest of the group make sure that this guy remains distracted? I'll just simple way. I say I must have needed the loo or something.
Very well, very well. Gosh. We'll keep him distracted. Don't you worry. So, and how long ago was it that you had liberated these lands? Oh, it's funny you mention. We've had this celebration for a little over 10,000 years, and that's why we look to that as historical and borderline beautiful, to remove a scourge on the land in exchange for something of much more prestige in both economic and artistry, of course. Fascinating, fascinating. I'm going to be ill, Sylvanas.
Yeah. Yes, I'm starting to feel that on my own as well. So, well, what?
Well,
I'm speechless.
yes, which does bring me to the point. The idol that you ask about, well, it's missing these last several days.
Really? Do you have any idea who could have taken it?
That has yet to be determined. You can see that he's adjusting his collar and seeming to be rather stressed out with the situation and how it's laid out. By the way, Liz, what are you doing as you step away to go to the not Louvre?
Yeah, she stepped away basically during that long-winded explanation during Winter's question. So she steps away, presumably into a hall, and if it helps, so sort of like reach out sort of like a radar or beacon or something, or like some sort of echolocation, if she and the entity can sort of like tween it to maybe find. You remember at Dead of Night, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Jimmy?
Remember
how we
with the radio.
The little radio box? Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Right now that's basically what she's doing. She is walking around trying to be as stealthy as possible within these hallways in case there's other people around, and basically using the entity and herself as like that radio box, trying to find a strong signal to communicate with these things.
I was about to say, I'm fairly
If they're even
certain.
here.
I'm fairly certain that as an animist, you might have some abilities regarding that. I'm sure they're there. So after tuning and trying to focus in on a spirit, the spirit, although you can't see them quite yet, you can feel them and you can even hear them. You can hear that they are curious. You can hear me.
Yes, we can. Are you there?
Of course I'm here. We're all here.
We. There's more than just the one.
You
There's
can
been more than one voice.
you can hear a multitude of voices answering, "We're all here."
Oh boy. And very angry from the sounds of it.
We've been here for 10,000 years, unable to remove them from our lands.
You were the inhabitants that were washed away, weren't you?
They slaughtered every last one of us in our sleep. Treacherous, sapient ape creatures.
She's going to take a deep breath for a moment, because that is affecting her in ways that shouldn't be. Before my mic cut out, didn't it?
Yes.
Fucking Christ.
Before what?
Before she will continue to talk and say, "You've been trapped here for 10,000 years, unable to do anything, but why? Is there something stopping you?"
Revenge. We have tried flooding this wretched city to drive them away. They build their wall higher and higher to block it.
They never let us through. They never let us take our vengeance as we ask of it.
What right did they have to take us from our homes? To take our idol to Great Backrug?
Backrug? Who's that?
The lizard who resides in all lakes, across all lands. O great water lizard Backrug.
I'm sorry, but Boone.
Motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I know it was serious, but this is what we were talking about.
Wolf, crush her fucking
Yes.
skull. Thank you.
Why me? What'd I do?
Girl, please.
What do you mean the fuck did you do, huh?
I'm
Huh?
innocent. What are you on about?
Do you,
Because
Um,
man.
do you hear these
I'm
lies?
just a precious little twig. I don't know what you're on about.
All right.
Just profusely vomits.
Goose, shoot her in the back of the head, Goose.
Just think of the
Yeah.
pretty bunnies.
DM. I think we gotta kill her.
Damn.
Damn.
Okay, so Great Backrug washed away. They can't take their revenge. Okay, I'm thinking. Well, it certainly sounds like your revenge is rightfully earned from what I've gathered from this individual that's been escorting us. The fact that they treated my, dare I say, friends, the cat and the kobold, with lesser respect. Something tells me it's rightfully earned.
Disrespect. Disrespect is nothing compared to what they'd done. They did not reach out for understanding or trade. They could not see the potential our people had. They took it all away. But tonight,
I understand.
we take our revenge. We have waited oh so long. We took what we needed to do what must be done.
What is your plan?
Tonight, we will realize unto this city. They will see the faces of those they slaughtered, men, women, children. And we will call forth Great Backrug. And we will take this city. next life, the night will fill with their screams.
Okay. So, out of character.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting conflict. So, we have these assholes that wiped out these folks here that seemingly were doing nothing. And now it's gonna basically summon Cthulhu and wipe the place out. Gentlemen, how we feeling?
I say go for it.
Why does this feel like an ongoing theme with these dream worlds?
It's
Like we go
fuck
here.
up, right?
It feels like
Oh
we
yeah,
go in
absolutely.
there.
Fuck them.
It just feels like we're going in there, and all of a sudden, it just like they're getting taken over, or somebody else's land was getting taken over by the people that are currently there.
Mm-hmm. And so now they're being run by assholes. Okay.
And they're all
All right.
racist as shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
damn, it's a shame
I
I'm not
have
a murder hobo.
And then this is
I
where
never
we
said
let
lies
it
wasn't.
happen, and then it's like, oh, that was actually a bad idea to let that thing happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, I also just realized something. Remember Vincent, the fucking spirit that's been chasing down Lies? Or the entity in her?
Mm-hmm.
Another conflict where it's like revenge is rightfully earned, but oh man. But this one there's no scruples. She will resume the conversation. If I'm gonna be completely honest. I say it's rightfully earned. You all have seemed to suffer so much. And it seems only right. That being said, I'm willing to help. In what ways I could. If there seems to be good souls amongst here, would you mind if we were to help?
We only want the people of Sarnath, those who have been born again and again after they had killed us so many years ago, who celebrate our deaths every year for 10,000 years. You have any idea how many generations have never lived that had taken our lives and yet celebrated like a holiday?
That's what this holiday is for?
This holiday, this celebration is of our deaths and our seizing of our lands, the building of this city over our bones.
Life is also getting angry. You let me know if you need my help.
Lies.
I only ask.
Lies. I am understanding of this, but they weren't there 10,000 years ago. Can you abide by this?
I don't know. There's a part of me that just... I don't know why I feel it, but it's there. And I want so strongly to let them do what they please. I don't know. But I want to at the same time. I don't know if you feel it too. It's just there.
If we let this city fall, would the rest of the party be opposed to knowing that they could have stopped the deaths?
I will let them choose their side. I will not hide this from them. Bless you.
Thank you.
I will not hide this from them. I will let them know what we've learned here. Once that man or creature, I'm not sure at this point, is further away. All that we need now, and I'm speaking to you now. Ghosts. We never learned their names, did we? I'm sorry, this is out of character. What were their names? What are they called?
They had no individual names. They are referred to as... Here we are. Ib shades. That's what they are now.
Ib shades.
They used to be just the people of Ib. IB.
I see. All right. In that case, I'm speaking to you now. All you ghosts that are here. All that we need and why we came here is to retrieve an idol to help further our own goals of taking out another eldritch and twisted man. If you are all right with that, that's all I ask.
The voices are numerous, and it starts to bother your entity a little bit to hear so many speaking at the same time. But one voice in particular does speak loud and clear above all others.
Do this for us, and your lives are spared the wrath of Bakruk.
Understood. I will be in this area for as long as I need to. If anything, shout or do something. I will very clearly hear it.
For a brief instance, in front of you in that hallway, you could see a sort of outline of an alien humanoid creature with frog-like appendages, big bulging eyes, staring at you. While its face portrayed no emotion, its aura radiated hate. But the hate was not directed at you. Behind it are many more of those exact shapes looming in the darkness of that hallway. Countless eyes. They disappear a little bit at a time, and when the last one disappears, sitting pristine in the middle of that hallway is a green idol of a great water lizard.
She will delicately bend down and gently reach out to touch it and lift it up. It is very obviously...
When you pick it up, you can feel magic emanating from this idol. It would probably not have been perceived by any other being outside of those who are also of magic inclination. But this one in particular has an emotive component that you as an animist can feel. Because of when it was taken, that emotion has been strongly tied to it. Its anger, its rage, sorrow, devastation. And all it wants is the satisfaction of knowing death all around it.
She presumably will feel that, and I'm assuming the entity as well.
Oh yes, malice.
And that hurts. Maybe not so much in a physical way, but in a mental and emotional sense. But despite that, she will more or less hug it close before wrapping it up in a cloth and then hiding away in her inventory. And then she'll speak out into the hall. Thank you. And I'm sorry. I'll do what I can. Before walking back to blend back in with the rest of the party. And there you go. That was my scene. I had my fun now.
So what's gonna happen when the rest of the party sees shit go down and they don't know what just happened?
Like I said, she's not gonna hide it from the party. Like, once this fucking little cunty-ass tour guide fucks off, she's gonna tell the party. She's not gonna hide that.
When you return, you can hear the curator trailing off as he's concluding what exactly happened. So it was in the last few days, the idol disappeared. The glass was broken. We don't know who or how it happened, but one of our curators was also found to have long perished. We didn't understand what happened, but we did know that he drew the symbol of, well, in our symbols that we create for Sarnath, it was the symbol of doom. We saw it as a bad omen, but you see, we try not to think too much of it outside of the fact that it was clear some criminal of some sort had stolen the idol away. So I'm terribly sorry that you won't be able to procure your idol that you seem to have a vested interest in. I'm hoping that at least the observation of these paintings and depictions will do. And they died.
Oh no, my mic was muted. Whoops. I was talking for a second. I'd be like, oh, yes, the paintings, they're so great. Yeah, yes.
Even an unusual creature like yourself can appreciate a true artistry of human ingenuity. Yes, good, very good. You were ready to just let this place die, aren't you?
You can see, maybe if someone turns around, you can see Goose visibly struggling to not talk any further.
Yeah, no, my mic was messing up again.
No!
Oh, hi, welcome back.
With just like the attitude of, I'm proud of you.
Okay. Why exactly is it that you have a certain distaste for anyone that is not human?
No. Distaste? No, it's more so... How do we put this?
Listen.
It's more so sorrow. They know not of our ingenuity. They know not of our adaptability. Look at this perfect city. Could it have been carved by any greater hands than that of humanity?
Sir, I went to college.
Oh, did he
You
study?
couldn't keep it back, could you?
Did he sit in the back of the class to feel included?
Okay. Listen. I may not have we might not have seen eye to eye, but even I have my limits when I see this. Listen. I know the depths of hubris, especially when it comes to humanity and how far they're willing to go for their so-called examples, their ingenuity, as you want to call it. There is no such thing as a perfect society. What you are seeing here, and from what well, first, can I do a there's no insight perception check to see how much of the bullshit that I'm eating?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not asking for much. Just
You can do it, buddy.
Higher than a 10.
You can do this.
Higher
You
than
got
a 10.
this.
Higher
Got
than
this.
a 10. Higher than a 10.
Higher than a 10. Higher than a 10.
Listen,
Perception.
the power of friendship will make you strong.
perception.
Hey!
We're literally.
Brava!
I love how we literally just came in doing that weird shubity boop or whatever it's fucking called with the weird animation. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba ba. Just manifesting anything higher than a 10. I'll get the clip later. It's a stupid clip that's permeated into a meme for the last like month now. Oh god. So what was that total? 28. Well, all right then. All right. Yeah, no. You what they're using, whether they be learned because of what they have been taught in school or what their society has been teaching them, the gentle use of the words here, you can clearly see it because you don't live in a bubble. It was genocide. It was butchery. It was the removal of one group of people who were different from their own and putting them into the ground, tearing down their homes, and building this city directly on top of what used to be.
So occupiers, conquestors, settlers, you name it.
Oh yeah, very topical.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. God.
So tell me, how long do you think that you can try to pull the wool over our eyes?
The wool over. Excuse me, sir. This is our heritage. This is our way
No.
of life here. 10,000 years we have kept this city exactly as it is, perfect and pure.
10,000 years. Really? How old are you specifically?
Excuse me, sir. I'm 40. This. What does that have to do with any of this? I am sharing with you my city's culture and history. Our ancestors, as many as there were, came here and seeded some civilization. This is the jewel of these lands, this city of Sarnath.
Really? So why is it that none of these structures... Tell me, do you know anything about what exactly these structures are? The detail, the schematics of this entire city?
While I was not there for the erection of such wonderful architecture, we do expand.
But you should know the history.
I know the history, yes, because it is told to us, and as it was told to us, we found the perfect land already inhabited. We removed the inhabitants, laid to waste their old structures, and then erected our own.
Before he finishes that sentence, Sylvanas walks up to him. You evicted the people that already lived here. So tell me, was that of their own will, or did you force that upon them?
I wasn't there. My ancestors were. And
but you parade it proudly, as if it is something that is meant to be spoken of like some sort of celebration.
It is. We removed unnatural, unwanted inhabitants and took the land as our own. It is no different than any other civilization. You push out
and
any
how do you
others.
know they were unwanted? How do you know anything about them when you have never met them?
Again, it is our history.
History is written by the victors. Any amount of atrocities could have been committed, and it is right for the victor. You do not know of the suffering people went through back then. This land was not originally your own.
Unbelievable. You try to educate some people. Fine. Be as angry as you like. You can escort yourselves off the city. In fact, would you like guards to escort you out, or would you prefer that you walk on your own? Lies, did you conclude your business?
Oh yeah, she's already back. And I have a question for you, Vincent, actually.
That was Winter asking.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were just whispering. Yeah, she's back. That's when she did have the chance, like she gently laid a hand on Winter's shoulder to like signal her like, yeah, I'm back. I'm here.
Okay, good.
Everything's done. And I'm tempted. Now, this is when I talk to you, because I actually have a question, considering this guy's line of talking.
Our heritage.
If possible. she about to Douglas this bitch if this works. because she's an animist. She can channel like souls and like ghosts, commune with ghosts, that kind of shit, commune with that kind of magic. Am I correct in that assumption?
You can, in fact, channel the spirits of those that are tied to a specific location and they can use your body as a medium of communication, or you can even use that as a means to channel their power as your own.
Perfect.
Oh,
So, so she's not exactly going to. I mean, unless they wanted to, I guess they could, like, maybe house her for a little bit. But for now, knowing that the idol is sitting basically in her back pocket, it is imbued how it is. Stop me if this isn't going to work. But she will approach the gentleman as this conversation is coming to an end. If I may, sir. I suppose you would like to know yourself how your ancestors dealt with things?
Beg your pardon, madam?
She has her staff in hand, and she will just make it glow with a false light, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But before she took her staff in hand, she let her hand run over the statue in her back pocket. She creates this false light and holds out her hand seemingly welcomely. If you'd like to know, just hold on.
Hold on? Oh, you're doing an improv seance.
Pretty much.
Okay. He will hesitantly, because now he's bearing witness to magic that he does not understand, he will hesitantly take Liza's hand, and when he does, what is seen is filling him to the brim with terror, because while no one else in the party currently sees it, the curator is now seeing that he is surrounded by Ib shades. Nothing but the denizens of Ib have now filled the building, the halls, and they stare at him maliciously, all of varying heights, ages. Difficult to discern sex, but it can be implied that many a children, men and women, are there, and they are emanating their hatred over him. To the point...
yeah, I hope he has a front row seat to the children.
Oh, yes. In fact...
Remember,
In fact, they seem to reach out and touch him. And while no one else in the party can see it, Liz is there to see it. Whether she believes this was a mistake or not, we will leave up to the history books. The shades make contact with this curator, who has now let out a loud, echoing scream into the museum, and he falls dead, as they had drained him of life with but a touch.
What just happened?
Would I have any
explain.
Would I have any kind of clue of what happened, or no?
Roll a check, see if you would have an insight, right?
Oh,
That'd be the right thing, Vince?
Because it's necromancy, right?
Occultism, well, as an animist, she can channel spirits into her for her own gain, for her own power, or she can allow them to occupy her body. In this instance, the Ib Shades used her so they could actually manifest just long enough to give everyone in this room a taste of what they intend to do tonight. You aren't privy to that plan, the character, that is, but Liz now has the general idea of what is going to be done tonight.
Okay.
But yes, with an occultism check, you could probably determine that she was acting as a spirit medium.
Okay.
Shaman
You
King.
want to roll that?
Oh boy.
That's actually the most apt description of animists. Shaman King. Oh, hey, another higher than a 10. Let's go.
Hey, look at you. Yay, 13.
Yeah. She channeled spirits. You may not have been able to see those spirits, not unless you take her hand as well. But they took a small taste of their vengeance.
Hmm.
Lies, are you going to share with us what you just did to this man?
Of course. I'll be honest, I meant just for him to see the visions of what happened in the past, but this honestly worked just as well, perhaps. But I suppose now would be a good time to explain.
The spirits are very, very angry, Lies.
I know.
He's just unconscious, right?
Unfortunately, no.
Is there a doctor in
Is
the
there a
house?
doctor that can
Dr. Hartman.
maybe check his pulse?
Oh my god.
This can can he just like crouch down? He's gonna like do the the 2 fingers on the pulse on the neck. Yeah, pretty dead. Very, not breathing.
What the fuck?
No tears are shed
Why?
today.
He was a piece of shit, but did he deserve to die? What the fuck?
I'd say so.
Damn.
Long
What?
story short. Long story short. These people were brutally wronged. I know you all don't have the visions of what that entailed or what that can feel like, but it is incredibly potent. Frankly, I will take full responsibility for this, as he was incredibly nonsensical, impatient, and frankly just unempathetic and just cruel to describe such a thing like this. We have not been here for long, and yet even we have been able to see it. Now, what's going on is that these spirits are here. They are angry. They are clearly the spirits of those that these people have built their city on top of. The celebration that's being held outside of the museum here is merely a celebration of their death. Every year, for 10,000 years, these beings have tried to take their revenge, find some sort of peace and solace, but every year, the wall outside grows higher and they cannot do a thing about it. So over the course of these 10,000 years, their anger merely grew to the point where it's uncontrollable and even painful. Tonight, as described by the gentleman mentioning a doom symbol, I believe I walked in on that, that a being known as Bakrog is going to come and completely level this city.
Righty. That's
That's a
Wow.
lot to process. That is a
Yeah.
lot to process.
That's a lot to take
Shit,
in,
that's a lot
Lies.
to process. Yes. I have
Trust me, you have no idea the meaning of taking in this scenario right now.
I have
As she-
concerns. Many,
Mhm.
in fact. Truly.
I expected nothing
I
less from you,
sympathize.
Dole.
They are
Mhm.
pieces of shit, but they are uneducated pieces of shit. They are not the ones who attacked and destroyed everything these people held dear. They were raised this way. But it's sins of the father, truly deserving of their death. There are still innocent children here. People who can learn to be better.
These parades, these celebrations of death, they've been happening for years, and the years and the years and the years and the years. Hate is taught. This is not going to stop just here. This will continue happening and happening. They have many sources, many sources they could learn from if they are as educated as they think they are. And nobody has learned.
Of course they haven't learned. They have no other resources to work with. There's
I'm
no one out there
not
teaching them
another
anything else.
resource. It's pure, thoughtful ignorance, and that's the worst type of hate.
I understand, but we're talking another genocide. It's just repeating the same thing over.
If it gives you any peace of mind, Dole, I think we can channel something to help. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I am fully on their side. There's part of me that knows I shouldn't be, but there's a stronger part that feels right. But you are an ally, therefore I understand. And you do have a point. This is a case of sins of the father. If they don't have the sources, they cannot change their path of hatred. There's no other outside opinion. But maybe I can provide one. As she says that, she will pull out the idol.
Where did you find that?
It was given to me. And when I agreed to help the spirits here, they gave it to me willingly. As a thank you, I will continue to go on with this. But I will provide a way to sort of give you that out if you or anybody else tends to take it. What I'm thinking, and out of character, DM, if this is not going to work, please stop me. This is just creative freedom.
I'll let you know.
I was able to channel clearly the spirits, and they clearly took effect, as you saw. They got a taste of their vengeance.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That
Now-
guy just fell flat.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is a celebration. There is a lot of people around. I am not suggesting to channel that once again and let the spirits do as they see fit. But I do feel and see a lot of things through this idol, and I feel like as there's a way I can channel that and show it. If we gather the celebration, the partygoers, to a central point in the city perhaps, tell them the actual story, they will not believe us. I fully expect that. But we could certainly show them what it was. If they refuse to listen then, let them be washed. If not, and they want to take some time to learn, then you are more than welcome to help them. I am siding with the spirits. But after that, after I provide this outing, you are welcome to do as they see fit. It is your choice.
What a position you have put us in. I simply cannot abide by another genocide. The death of others, I simply cannot. But I need a moment to think this over.
And they'll say,
When do they
who
intend
is-
to... When does this being of theirs intend to arrive?
It is tonight. So, definitely soon. If we are going to move and try this, and if you want to do this, it's best to do it now.
And you're certain that even the ones that would see what is so wrong and willing to change, that they would not also be victims?
I cannot guarantee that, unfortunately. But I trust in your skills.
If
So-
there's one thing I can at least say, while this rubs me all different kind of wrong ways, I at least trust in you. I don't like this decision, but this attack would have happened regardless if we were here or not. If there's at least a
Yes, it
chance
would.
to save some lives with us being here through their change, maybe it's worth attempting.
We are welcome to try. This will be the assistance I can provide. I personally, as I've said, I've felt a lot and seen a lot through this, and their spirits, in my eyes, deserve to be put to rest until this city is washed over in some way, shape, or fashion, living beings or not. Then it will continue that way, and they will never find rest.
And there would be no alternative other than their death.
What you trying to say there, Wolf?
Yeah,
Then there is something else as well. And I know this is something that neither of you want to hear. What about option C? We already have what we came here for, so couldn't we just leave?
Dole, that choice is entirely reliant on you. If we leave now, the attack will go as planned, without anything to stop it or sway anybody.
What I'm saying is that this is a dream world. Like, we leave here doing it. Remember the last dream world that we left? The ball, the gala? All of those people there, they were also technically innocent as well. We basically left them to the spider people. In case in point, they're probably dead too. Why is this any different from that?
Not a moment I think back fondly on. I suppose one main difference is that we actually have the time to process what is happening. And maybe a part of it is the guilt of putting them in that position in the first place.
Right. But we didn't do anything here.
I suppose.
Yeah, that one guy would have just died anyways.
You see, regardless of how this goes, if our interference, without our interference, he probably would have died any other way. What would have stopped someone else from going to these dreams, meeting the same person, and doing exactly this? Lowls could have done this same thing. For all we know, this whole dream right here is nothing more than a repeat. If we manage to do exactly what you are talking about, Lies, and helping these spirits, what's to stop this from just repeating the process after we leave?
I never did consider that.
For all intents and purposes, everything that we have been through so far has been testing our intelligence, our insight, if you will. And for all we know, all of this could just repeat when we leave and just reset. The only reason why it's not like that for Raja is because I brought him out of the dream world. But everything else that stays in there, we don't know if it restarts or not because we do not go back. The only time I ever went back was for him.
Can Lies consult the spirits?
You may. They've been listening this entire time.
All right. Give me a moment. She's going to, I guess, as a conduit, take hold of the statue in hand. If you're listening, is this true? Have you been stuck in a never-ending loop, or has it been a continuous stream?
Loop. There is no loop. 10,000 years we watch them celebrate. 10,000 years we try to take our vengeance. And 10,000 years we've not succeeded. Tonight we take this city. We are not some bargaining chip for you to steal our idols.
Understood. And she will relay that to the party. It's not a loop for them. They've been stuck here. Honestly, it could be a Raja situation. Much like you said, Sylvanas, where he was experiencing the time fully. That was something that he was stuck in and he existed in. And you managed to help him out. This could be our chance to let them be helped. Who knows?
While you're talking,
I still side with my choice.
While you're talking, the sun has begun to set. And now you're not the only one seeing it. You're surrounded. They did not like any of what they were listening to.
allowed to walk away because you promised us vengeance. They live so long as you uphold your end of the bargain. You take our idol to the center of this city, and you let us do what we must. They speak in that strange alien tongue, but you fully understand, whether it be because of them speaking as spirits, or because the entity is translating everything for everyone's heads. Difficult to say.
Is there any possible way that I can find out if their intentions are like they'll actually go through with it, or if they'll just like get rid of us the minute they get their revenge?
Perception,
Is
I
that a
guess.
perception again? Yeah.
I don't know, DM. I mean, my choice is still made. I don't know about y'all.
No, I know, but I need to know one more thing.
Okay. DM.
Repeat the question one more time.
He's trying to ask if these beings will just wash us once they get the revenge, like basically backstab us. Which honestly, because of the fact that we have been lollygagging and debating their revenge like we have been, they probably weren't before. They were probably going to stick to their word before, but now they might consider it.
I mean, we don't know that.
We don't know that, but I think that's pretty damn easy to infer, considering how pissed they sound.
Also, the whole idea that was brought up of just now that we have the item that we need, just leaving. I don't think they would have appreciated that idea being thrown out. Like the consequences for lies for doing that as well.
We are promised vengeance.
Oh, and I decided to show off what these tokens look like so you could see what you've been conversing with.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. Pretty.
Oh, yeah, they're frogs.
They're froggies. Look at them.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, how could you say no to them
they're
now?
adorable.
By all means, let's go.
I mean, I have... All right.
I mean, I did say big-lipped, bug-eyed, round fingertips and toes, amphibian-looking creature.
Alrighty. Revenge time.
Yeah.
Revenge
I mean, the
time.
city's... Think of it this way. The city's basically a backwater redneck town that's voting against your very being. So, I have no qualms.
Topical!
That's why I'm trying to say it. It's like, yeah, that's why I have no qualms with this shit.
Gosh.
Yeah, also one of us is also like a kobold. You know how long kobolds usually live? Not that very long. Why? Because they're killed.
Oh.
Very easily.
You know, fair. Since we don't have to worry about combat, this map was here designated in case you guys chose to fight the Ib Shades.
Really?
I'm pretty certain that as a fight, we would not win.
You could have won.
Yeah, considering how many there are here now, yeah, I'm not surprised.
You would have won. They're not that tough.
Really?
They do a lot of damage, but they're not that tough.
But
So
Backrog.
Glass cannons.
Mm-hmm. When you take the idol...
But Backrog.
When you take your idol, the Ib Shades point you in the direction of where they want. No longer aiming for the center of the city. They wanted this to be a spectacle. Close to the wall where they held their greatest of parties, a feast as laid out on the map where you can see food aplenty, roasted pork, and around areas where nobles were conversing with one another, they're having their own bacchanal, if you will. You enter, and what turns as shock and greeting to perhaps participate in the lewd festivities, they now turn to shock, screams, horror for the sight of Ib Shades. A few of those Ib Shades, who seem to be dressed more ornately as they manifest, gather around Lies as she holds the idol. They chant. They let out tones of deep speech, and maybe even demonic speech, intertwined, chanting as the idol glows. It emits a green light, and many people are gravely injured, bleeding from their noses and ears. Others simply fall over dead. And across the lake, as tides rise, a great water lizard can be seen moving. I don't have a token for it because that would be too big. So instead,
Dang it.
I will share an image onto the stream. Hopefully the stream will pick it up and everyone can get a good look at it. I will drag and drop now. Again, it's not going to show up on the tabletop. You'd have to look at the stream for a minute and you will get a look at the great water lizard that is now risen from the lake, tentacles from its neck writhing in every corner, and energy beams charging from its mouth. So I'll let that image sit there for a little bit.
I see it. Holy shit.
Damn.
My stream broke. Hold on. Let me see.
Mine's not synced yet.
This thing's
Oh, there it is.
Wow. Hey, big boy.
Is it weird? It kind of. My first thought is it kind of looks like Godzilla.
I
Looks
mean,
like something out of Monster Hunter.
fucking kaiju walks out of the water.
I mean, it is coming out of the water.
I mean, that's basically what this is, isn't it?
Yep. All I'm missing is the theme song. That's all I would be missing. And I don't want...
Nah. Tarask is like Godzilla level power.
This is a literal god. This isn't just a water lizard. This is actually a great old one.
This is truly a Godzilla.
My brother. Hello.
Bwomp, 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 bwomp.
He kind of does just look like Gorilla, just with tentacle beard, and just hasn't gone on a treadmill in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Are you calling the ancient god fat?
I wonder if...
I mean, those big chunky legs. He's sick. I like it.
I see that Pathfinder 1 Bakrug actually has a stat block. Like you were intended to try.
We were supposed to fight that thing.
You were intended to try.
Wow, the people that wrote this chapter had a very specific idea of what the answer to players would do. They were wrong for us.
Nah, because this isn't giving me like, oh, Godzilla -1 vibes, where it's like, oh my god, the people there, they're innocent. They're like, oh my god, which yes, they technically are. But I'm getting more Hunger Games Capital vibes at this shit.
It's not. Yeah, it's not innocence. It's complicitness.
Mm-hmm.
It's not black and
Yeah,
white, but like children are dead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we let
My thought process was that like the kids would just be raised into adults that would also be the same exact way. So,
like the little assholes that we have to deal with in real life today.
Damn.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I'm actually looking at it. I don't see a Pathfinder 2nd edition stat block of this thing, but I'm looking at the 1st edition stat block of this thing. I need to have a word with the author of this particular part of the chapter. There is no godly way that you guys were going to fight something with 645 HP, fast healing 20, AC of 45.
Why does bitch sound like a recipe book?
Maybe they did that on purpose, to be like, hey, players, are you really sure you want to side with the other people? Are you sure you want to side with the people? Okay, get your shit wrecked.
Side with the racists, and you have to restart.
And it just... Why does it have spells? I don't know. It has...
It has spells?
This thing has Cloud Kill. It has Dimension Door.
Cloud Kill? Oh, it's over.
Wait, Dimension Door?
Dimension
Oh,
Door.
God.
So in addition to it doing what it's doing, you see it blink out of existence for a brief moment before it materializes in front of the city wall, and it's begun tearing it apart with its massive claws. It has, God, this is awful to read. It can control weather. It can make people insane. Oh, no, this one it's definitely doing. It's summoning a fucking tsunami that's about to overtake the entire city while it tears down the wall.
Are we still there?
You don't have to be. No, for real, you don't actually have to be. I don't want to have to roll for death here.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go.
Like-
Later, bye. Later, Ib Shades.
Good luck.
The Ib Shades.
Good luck with your vengeance.
The Ib Shades let out loud, thunderous croaks of vengeance. And as the city is overtaken with water and many are shot by laser beams of pure death, Bakrug takes the city and all of its inhabitants. But you don't get to see that because you went through a door back to the waking world where you don't have to think about it ever again.
Ever again.
No. More dreams that we ditched that had parties have been like big groups of people in it that we just ditched for death. Yippee.
I wonder how many XP was all this bullshit.
How much XP was killing a city worth? Do we at least get to level up?
Actually, yeah, welcome to level 9.
Actually,
Yay!
Actually, level up.
so like 800 XP. Let's go.
Because there was
That'll increase my
XP for the roleplay, there was XP for technically the combat, but if you found a way around it, you could still gain the XP for the combat. I didn't even have to worry about letting out the will-o-wisps, because that was a contingency plan.
The what?
Will-o-wisps, you know, those little ghost fire things.
Oh, you know the things that
Oh,
like
yeah,
lead
the
you to your death. Those things.
Yeah, and the one that's haunting Liza right now.
Yee.
Which,
Oh no.
She let the vengeance be taken out on the city, but not on herself. That's going to be an interesting dilemma.
Ah, no. You're talking about your revenant. That's different.
Ah.
Revenants.
I mean,
just
it's a thing
want
that
you.
still wants vengeance.
True.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that Revenant in a hot minute. I wonder how long it's been training in the background, getting stronger so it can like fight you guys.
I don't know. You tell me,
training
man.
So can we do like a montage flashback?
It's the eye of the tiger. It's the
You
thrill
see,
of the fight.
While you were saving the world, I was trained in the blade.
Don't. I would. That would be cringe. But could you imagine for a hot minute the Revenant takes up the samurai class and just trains in the katana and shit? The cringe would be so real, but it might be worth it just to kill him again and again if he ever comes back with a katana.
God.
You would probably kill
we're
him and
back
take
in
the katana
waking
from him.
world. Oh shit, free katana.
Ooh, yippee.
Everyone's staring at Dole like, you just looted a corpse. What? It's a good sword. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Dude, get there, litter. Listen, I'm intending to recycle.
You just...
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
It's literally...
Now,
I love how you use the same argument as adventurers when they talk to a lich. I am recycling. You are reanimating skeletons. I am, of course, consequently, creating jobs.
now that we're back in the waking world, Dole is just going to silently leave and just go to like his hammock and just stay there for the remainder of the day.
Poor boy.
Man.
I don't know what he's so upset about. I mean,
it's pretty obvious what he's upset about, Goose. There's the Sirenscape.
What?
oh, there it is.
Yeah. Now it's Yeah.
What are you fucking...
Oh, now I hear it.
Oh yeah, I hear the ocean, the pretty ocean.
I hate this.
Otari Seaside.
That wasn't Sirenscape.
Oh,
I still haven't
mean
been
it
able to. I haven't still been able to get Sirenscape to work. I think I might have to do something to resync it later. But yeah, let me look through all these dream quests. Yeah, no, we have like 2 more dream quests to go for this whole thing.
Damn. All right.
Like,
But it's
Or
obvious
something.
why he's upset, though. I mean, he's Goose. Yeah, I know. Shut up.
Deuce.
They are interchangeable
Deuce.
now.
Deuces.
we're not interchangeable. How dare you?
No.
See,
But it's
now-
obvious why
see-
he's upset, Goose.
See, now look who's talking like a racist. You couldn't tell them apart.
Can't believe this.
Oh my god. I couldn't get the names right of the kobold and the cat. My bad.
I know it's been a long day, but you do not have to do that. It's very unnecessary.
My apologies. I will go throw myself into the ocean.
It's a river.
River.
Like the river, I'll be crying tonight.
God damn it. This is a very serious horror campaign, ladies and gentlemen. We just bared witness to a genocide.
I mean, that's probably the most like horror campaign based thing that's ever happened in this campaign so far. That we
Really?
actually took relatively seriously.
And not the giant spider wife?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No, because that's just monster fucking.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, good for him, I guess. Yeah.
You killed their
Damn,
babies.
bro, likes. Bro
Oh
likes-
yeah, except that part. Whoops. Yeah, we didn't know that. That's not. Oops.
So, so slaughtering spider babies is immoral, but slaughtering racist babies is moral. Oh my god, what a dilemma!
I think you need to look at yourself in the mirror tonight.
That's bad. He's quiet. He's gonna be that way.
It's so true, though. It's so true.
It's okay. We can all just gaze upon Raja and feel better. Look at him.
Ah yes, Raja. Hi, Raja.
Raja, my beloved.
Now, ooh. Now my
All right.
question, because I haven't heard her response throughout all of that. How does Winter feel?
She is torn. Like,
House looking mighty comfy.
couch is looking mighty comfy. Goddamn. No, she's actually legitimately torn. On one hand, she could not condone what their lifestyle was, and she could not condone the idea of a mass slaughtering, as in her head it's like violence begets violence. However, if their way of life is revolving around, racism and just, the sanitization of what is essentially genocide, butchery, and so on, like, have a cool civilization, but at least acknowledge the shit that your ancestors did. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God,
Actually, I guess to close out this...
This is too American topic. Good God.
It really is. It's like,
I know.
it was like, yes, people died, but it's a sacrifice we're willing to make.
People die when they're killed.
Mhm.
God
Ah!
there it is. He means.
I guess... Yep, he did. I guess to close off the session, Liz will sit down and she'll take out her really, really, really old emblem of Pharasma. She'll be looking to that. She'll be near Winter, and she'll just make the remark, I really hope all those souls, both the Ibshades and the people of that city, manage to find Pharasma's grace, and she sends them on her way.
In an indirect way, we have co-signed the death of countless souls.
I don't know if they are innocent or guilty, but they will be judged. And each judgment, regardless of result, will weigh a stone on my soul for my own judgment day. I sometimes wonder.
I'm sorry we dragged you into this.
I sometimes wonder if I'm praying to the right God for this.
What makes you question that?
Where in Pharasma's teachings does it say to slaughter countless souls?
If memory serves me right. Pharasma, she, while a neutral goddess of death, she is not fond of it being taken from her, being woven outside of her plan. I cannot recall the name, but I shall not speak it either way, but God of Accidental Death is not exactly favored by her. But I'm not sure if I know I led the charge on this whole thing. And I still hope and pray that the shades do find peace, because what they went through was truly horrific.
They will find their peace. Of that I am certain. It's the rest of the lives of that city I am uncertain of. We will know in due time.
Understandable. I'm sorry you were dragged into this.
It is the duty of a royal accuser to oversee some of the worst things imaginable. Even this. And I think that is where we're going to
That'll
end
close it.
Because Nate, you need to go to sleep.
Yep.
It's 3 a.m.
It's 3.
Oh my god.
I can't
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Oh
Get a
shit!
Krabby Patty.
Get a burger.
Genocide!
Oh.
Oh, who's committing genocide at 3 a.m.? Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Oh man.
This is bad.
We are. Why
You know
was
what?
this?
Hey.
This was a heavy episode. God damn.
It started off so strongly comedic.
It really did.
It was like total whiplash. Oh my gosh.
So,
Is that not our campaigns in a nutshell?
that really is just our campaigns in a nutshell, isn't it? I mean, it's like when we co-signed the countless deaths of stone giants at the hands of a werewolf Timus. That was... Oh.
You do a lot of immoral things for the sake of an epic set piece in D&D.
I mean, yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close the tavern for now. Get your drinks. Be sure to leave tips. Thank you for stopping by. And tune in next time when next we play, we're going to deal with, let me check my notes here. Stopping an assassination of a Night Hag ambassador.
Yay, redemption.
Yay, level up. Yay.
Oh, that's right. Enjoy your level up.
Yeah.
Level 9, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's see. Actually, what level are we supposed to get to before the end of this book? Let me double check that before we conclude. And, we're supposed to end this chapter at level 10, and I'm about to say fuck all that and say level 11. I'll give you guys 2 level ups when I get the chance somewhere in this book. Because this was the longest we were stuck at level 8, for fuck's sake.
Yes. Yes, we have been.
So on that note...
Okay, time to go.
Yep, on that note, level up in your free time. Good night, everybody. See you next time. Bye!
Bye.
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 See you next time where we're not committing atrocity.